Hello, and welcome to the Star Games. I'm Rupert Periwinkle IV, and I'm here co-casting today with...
Zoe.
Zoe, welcome to the studio! So, we're going to take contestants from across the Roll4It multiverse, and they will fight to determine who will get the chance to be the winner. The winner will get one wish, which they may cash in after they defeat all their opponents. Of course, deaths are possible, but we do our best to try and make sure that people do not die in the process.
But
Anyone
it
who
is
believes
fun
that,
when they do so.
they do moan and shiver ever so frightfully on the ground. Anyway, we'll be back with them in a second. Firstly, just to note how you can help the contestants, should you wish to help or hinder your favourites. How does that happen, Zoe?
Well, you can go on over to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Roll4It, and do !Stargames. Very easy. Click that link, bit.ly/Roll4ItCon 2018, and go ahead and support or hinder your champions.
Of course, all the money raised through that will go to some Earth charity in the Earth Prime timeline known as Médecins Sans Frontières, Dogs Without Borders, which does apparently great work for people who do not have healthcare in dangerous situations such as war zones or where there are pandemics or epidemics. Of course, us in our TL5 society don't have to worry about such issues being perfect.
On our moon, we don't worry about any of that. Far superior genes.
Those eugenics cults. Anyway, so this Star Games will be taking place on an asteroid orbiting our little moon at Ceti 3A. This asteroid has been specially biomed with a force field. The force field will keep out the intense radiation of the gas giant, and of course the vacuum of space, which would make any of the contestants' heads swell up and pop inside a minute.
And if we're lucky, we'll get to see that.
I hope we do. Anyway, this arena has a center section, which they will all spawn in as usual, and 4 sectors off to the side. Each one has been specially tailored by our gene tailoring specialists so that these plants may survive on long enough on this asteroid that it will be an interesting competition. And of course, we also included a few more surprises.
Oh, I love surprises.
Don't we both?
Yes, I think the audience back home does as well. Do let us know in the chat if you do. We love reading all of your comments, and I will be doing so all throughout the show.
Do let me know if anything interesting happens.
I definitely will.
Perfect. Anyway, let's fly over to one of the camera drones orbiting the center section. That would be the wrong one.
Oh.
Up 2.
Oh, this one.
Down 1. There we go.
Our technician is, he's a little new.
Don't worry, we're going to kill him shortly. Anyway, so, our contestants have been absorbed from 4 of the different prime timelines of the multiverse. Firstly, as you look across the center section, you will see a grassy expanse, probably about 100 meters in diameter. In the center, there's a small divot going into the ground, and in the center of that is a white plinth. Around it are arrayed 3 objects. One is a pistol, one is a bow, and one seems to be a backpack containing some items. Around that are 6 small circles, currently a Vanta black, barely sustaining any shadow or shine. 6 of them arrayed perfectly equidistant from the center and equidistant from the edge. The edge of this circle seems to be a shimmering haze, a slight different color, 4 sections, each one ever so slightly different, but not enough to really determine what is behind it. You can tell that this is going to be an interesting Star Games. Firstly, should we see who is going to be the first to rise up? Zoe, if you could roll me that 1d4.
I would be honored, Rupert. We have our first contestant. Isn't that perfect? Number 1 is number 1.
Well, number 1 comes from the Avalon timeline in a somewhat backwards TL3 society. A schoolchild, if you will. But having special powers. These powers seem to be psionic in nature, although they refer to them as witchcraft.
Oh, they have never seen witchcraft the way we have they?
No, those primitives. Anyway, to make it fair, we've attached limiters to both of our contestants this time around, so they can't use their powers until someone drops them an unlock key. These will mean that those powers won't be immediately in play, although we have allowed them a certain amount of wiggle room on their basic abilities. And with that,
Well, it wouldn't be fun if we didn't give them something to play with.
they have each other.
Well, that's true.
And with that, one of the black circles disappears. And from below, a section pops up and becomes level. In it, now standing in this grassy plain, you see Morgan. Would you describe yourself?
Morgan is a relatively scruffily dressed, despite the supposed finery, adorned with various trinkets that may or may not belong to them, and looking thoroughly unimpressed.
Okay. Now, of course, the contestant is still maintained within a force field, will not be able to actually shout outside of the bubble, and will not be able to move outside the bubble until, of course, perfectly midday. As you can see right now, looking a little bit sour-faced. What do you say? What do you think that Morgan looks like right now?
I think it's going to be fun to watch him or them play around. I like the way their eyes look.
Oh, well, looks like you've picked your champion already. Let's see who number 2 is.
You do know that I love, well, a little bit of danger.
Oh, you found Bentham's die.
Well, number 3 is also the other witch of the group. Of course, a psionic, but slightly different. Again, thinking herself to be a witch. This would be an Imogen Parker from the Layla timeline. She's another school child as well. Although,
We have a lot of children this year.
well, we didn't last year, so we had to make up for it.
Oh, that is right. At the last minute, one of them had to, well, they died.
And we do have our quotas.
We do.
So, rising up from the ground nearby, the black circle disappearing, grass section rises, and on it is Imogen Parker. Would you describe yourself?
Imogen looks angry, which is normal for her, but a bit more confused. And she's got like short, sort of messy brown hair, and she's wearing his school uniform. It's white shirt, striped tie, and just a look of pure, unadulterated rage on her face. and rage, yeah, more rage.
Of course, again, wearing a limiter. As you can see, the collar around both of them has 4 different slots. All of them can be inserted a key into. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Each unlock a level 1, 2, or 3 power.
All by you back at home. So if you're watching, we hope to see some of these powers at play.
And the 4th one allows them, once they insert the key, by the way, both of you can hear this. The 4th one, once they insert the key, allows them to, for a short period, overcharge their abilities by upping their psychic powers.
Oh, it's just going to be so fun to watch.
Now, if you could roll me that d4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You could just do that.
Well,
That's fine.
this is our first Xenos species, an alien. By our standards at least, they just call them a different species from their universe. I believe this is from the Next Harmon timeline. We have, I believe it is a bugbear who calls themselves Goldie. And rising up from a black sphere nearby is a bugbear in an interesting manner of grey cape. Everyone else so far has been wearing grey, formless outfits, just basically like a weird shawl overcoat type thing. Goldie has managed to repurpose theirs to kind of serve as a cloak, although it probably means that their asses are showing a little bit.
Fine.
Goldie, could you describe yourself?
Right, yeah. Goldie's like this 8 foot tall hairy, sort of like ropey, lanky bugbear with one gold sort of like tusk going on here, and is looking really, really confused right now. Just like,
oh, well, standing at about 7 foot tall and weighing it at over 100 kilos, you'd be surprised how this bugbear actually moves and is relatively sneaky.
We actually had to repurpose our stands just to be able to accommodate.
Originally they only stood about 2 meters tall, now they stand 2.5.
We are a generous folk after all.
As much as I would enjoy to see it stoop, it would be a little bit unfair.
We want everyone to be represented, of course. Even whatever that is.
It could do with a wash, that's what it could do with.
Oh, it definitely could. Fortunately, I don't have to smell it from here.
Anyway, rising up from the last plinth of this stage very slowly from the Darkest Heresy timeline, I believe.
Oh, I like that.
Is Branda Thrail. He is a servant of some sort of ordo that keeps peace in his galaxy. A specialist in combat against all forms. He is going to be interesting in the least to watch.
Oh, very.
Oh, but
I do want to note that this Brander is the fan favorite. We put out a poll to all the universes, and he came in number 1.
who came in last?
Well, I would say the alien.
Oh, well, it looked like bugbear is on the menu tonight. However, we've decided to mix things up a little bit. We're going to add another 2 contestants. Firstly, we're bringing back one of the runners-up from last year's Stargaze.
Oh, that one! Remember? Oh, I'm so excited.
Well, we did send them back, good as new, but we found them shortly thereafter, floating, motionless, broken on the edge of our solar system.
Helpless. Like I said, we're very generous.
We were benevolent and fixed Sandeep, the, I believe, combat robot. There was some weird programming with protocol droid overlay, which we removed. And rising up from one of the black circles nearby is what can only be described as a bipedal killing machine. It is roughly humanoid in size. The head is what you would account to be some sort of hospitality droid, looks vaguely humanish, but the legs are back jointed rather than front jointed, with little feet that stand on their digits rather than actually on their palms of the feet, so the soles of their feet. The hands are long and splayed, almost like they would be cutting implements if something had not been removed from them. Of course, you remember Sandeep last time having killed Hooper. That was quite the showdown.
It was.
And
Maybe we'll get to see it kill some more.
oh, I do hope so. Maybe there's children.
Oh, yes. Maybe both at the same time. We've never had that happen, have we?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, it could be a first.
And then, lastly, well, let's say we just decide to make things up a little bit more. We went a little bit more esoteric for this one. From the Friendship is Magic timeline, we've managed to find ourselves what can only be described as a talking pony.
I love this. It's so interesting to me that there are ponies that talk.
And they can actually think, although not quite to our level.
No. But I do love when my food talks to me.
And this one has wings. Now, we have had to limit the wings. It would be a bit unfair to give one contestant the ability to fly.
Snip, snip.
So, without further ado, the last black circle rises up. What can only really be described as a very sorry state. A almost white, slightly frost-coloured pony with a blue mane, ice blue, a pink streak running through it.
Yeah, good.
The remains are poorly chopped off pink bow, and 2 wings, which seem to have been cut and cauterized down to mere stumps, is crouched down, laying in a little blob in the middle of the circle, and is just sitting there going, What's going on? Please, I want to go home to my friends.
Yeah, she says that and then she murders her friend. I just want to point that out as one of her friends.
Of course, none of the contestants can hear this, but we turn on the mic, especially for that one. So, the 4 different zones we're going to show to you. Zoe, would you like to do the honours? Starting in a random order so our contestants have no idea which zone is where.
Of course. First, we have a frozen tundra. Oh, very, very exciting. It is going to be cold. They're going to have to try to warm up. Maybe they'll use one another.
Thinking about it just gives me shivers. The camera pans over what appears to be a completely barren, frozen plain, except for trees that dot the landscape, all of them barren of anything but the basic needles. There are no birds, there are no signs of life other than the cold, the whirling snow as it moves across the plain and getting caught by the trees, brushing them slightly, causing the pine needles to shiver a little bit and snow to occasionally peter down. It seems to be, for all intents and purposes, alpine in nature. There is a rise and there are occasional outcroppings of rock and stone, as it does seem to have a bit of crenellations towards the rear, away from where the camera drone started. And the next one, Zoe?
Oh, we're going to go to the opposite of that, a hot jungle!
Ooh.
But not the kind that you want a vacation on. I wouldn't go there. They're going to have to find some way to keep from getting so hot. Maybe some of them will take off their uniforms.
Okay, let's go to that. The camera drone flies what appears to be through thick fog until you realize that that's not fog, that's just how humid it is, that everything is just perspiring out the air and with a constant trickle of rain. It is just boiling and sweltering. The heat haze on the camera is visible. The jungle is thick. There are trunks and vines wrapped around them, leaves piled upon one another, and it looks like it would be a real slog to even try to walk through that biome. Okay, 2 left. Zoe, which one next?
Our next one. Well, I love this one most. It reminds me of some of those old runic villages on some of the moons. It is a sci-fi runic location.
Okay, so the camera flies over what appears to be a ruined city, but not a city that most of the contestants would understand, certainly not the bugbear. Brander is probably the closest in what he would recognize. This city appears to be pretty high-tech. There are obvious sections which appear to be for monorails, although they seem to be very thin and spindly. The architecture itself doesn't seem to be blocky, just high-rises. It seems to have very small base and then widen at the top, and some of them have arches over which this monorail goes through. By modern standards, these feats of architecture should be possible. These buildings should collapse, crumble, and topple over. Around you can see shimmering lights from bits of technology that still haven't had their power cells die, some of it blinking, and there appears to be what can only be described as a slight malaise to the area, as if this place has been long abandoned, but many people at one time did live here. And our final location?
And our final location, well, it should be quite fun to see. It's going to be, well, a little bit dark. I don't know if I'd want to go there, actually. We took a part of the Shadowfell and recreated it. But there is a surprise in each location.
There is indeed. So, at this point, the camera drone shimmers a bit as it enters an area of extreme psionic flux. And suddenly you find before you a barren, desolate environment seemingly made from broken granite and obsidian. There are big trenches through it, cracks, shimmering spikes that are made from pure obsidian, almost translucent with how pure the actual stone is as it shoots from the ground. Overhead, the gas giant is somewhat less visible as a giant red glowing tear appears to show. And it pulses occasionally. And of course, outside these zones is just a normal asteroid under a gas giant. At this point, the drone flies out through the far end of the Shadowfell, and you see what is just plain rock, airless, with very low gravity. Bits of pebble move, slowly skipping up before rolling over and landing and skipping again and again. You see a little bit of grass that is just fallen out from the edge, and it is slowly wilting as the radiation just constantly destroys every cell. So, it's almost midday. And, of course, when the sun is at its peak, we begin. That will mark the beginning of each day for all the contestants. And, of course, we'll be with you to give you constant updates. Of course, a reminder, those of you who want to support that Earth charity can donate towards it, and, of course, pick items that you can spawn for contestants. Or you can do an environmental effect. And, of course, we've listed those for you, or some cases, not listed exactly what they'll be because we want to keep it a surprise for everyone.
Yes, and we have quite a few that have come in, so you will be seeing those drop from the sky. They're going to be handled a little bit differently. So, each player will not exactly get the item, but they'll have to fetch it.
Well, with that, I believe we have about 1 minute left on the timer. So, let's have every single character actually make a maybe 10-second speech about why you should support them. At this point, we're going to switch
I love it
through.
when they plead.
Oh, they prostrate themselves before us. We're going to switch through each person, and each person can make a 10-second speech about why you should support them in character. None of you will be able to hear what the other people say, because it's a mic purely to your force field. So we're
Yeah,
going to
so
start.
don't worry about, someone here. So if you want to lie to them later on, you're welcome to.
Yeah. So we're going to start going straight to Morgan in the order you revealed. So, Morgan.
Well, if you want to see these people suffer and be manipulated, illusions are my thing. If you give me something that will help me trick everyone into being my friend, I can then use it to stab them in the back. So, sharp and pointy, please.
Oh, I really like that one.
I think this is going to be interesting. I look forward to Morgan's first friend. Short-lived as they may be.
Well, let's hope they live long enough to, trust them.
And for a school child
Backstabbing
as
is way more
well.
fun.
A school child.
Yes, they're quite young.
Let's see what the other child has to say, and switch it over to Imogen. Imogen Parker.
I have destroyed angels, demons, dark lords. So if you really want to see chaos, you really want blood, then help me make that happen. I'll take every single one of them
Cut
down.
off.
I'm torn now. I like them both, Rupert. How shall I ever decide? Maybe we donate to both.
Maybe get one of them to kill the other.
Oh, that would be ideal.
Wouldn't it, Zoe? Let's go see what the bugbear has to say. Goldie.
I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm supposed to be there. I'm gonna kill you, shiny bastards. I'm gonna tear your head off, and I'm gonna spit down your neck, and when I get out of here, I'm gonna kill you all.
Cut off.
Oh,
Well,
brutal alien. Oh, so uncivil.
I'm tempted to...
I really
say
hope
it's
that
my
one dies
favourite.
first.
I would quite like it to continue, mainly because I want to see it last.
I
Before
don't.
suffering.
Oh,
Okay. Well, let's go see what the only one from a at least somewhat advanced timeline thinks. Branda Thrale, why should people at home support you?
When you cut in the mic, he's like mid-shout.
yes.
He's shouting and it's sort of a weird, there's like a metallic sort of air rushing sound as he shouts,
It's
like
like
he's
rasp.
talking through
Yeah.
like a tube. And he's just like, "What devilry is this? I am an emperor of the Inquisition! You must release me immediately, or the full might of the Empire will fall upon you!" And he's kicking at the inside of his tube with his metal foot.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, well, nothing particularly useful there, but that metal foot certainly could be handy.
Yes, I thought he was human.
He is, but they have crude bionics in their timeline. Nothing like our vat-grown gene replacements.
Well, audience, I hope that your champion is able to do whatever it is, well, to survive. We'll see. I'm still cheering on mine.
So, one difference we're going to do from last year is for the first 3 days, after people make it to any of the sectors surrounding the center, they will be invulnerable. We will not allow anyone to die in those sectors. they will not take any harm. But of course, that will only last for 3 days. At the midday on day 4, it's fair game. This should give them a chance to talk, to scheme, to plot, to team up. But if anyone wants to come back to the center is not protected.
But it's where all the goodies are.
It is indeed.
Surely you can't survive without them. Especially in some of those terrains.
And considering they only have that makeshift shawl to begin with, what we have in the center to begin with is a pistol. A relatively crude design, but one of which most of them are familiar with. Not the bugbear though. A bow. A very understandable primitive weapon that even the bugbear should get. And of course a backpack filled with goodies that might help them survive.
And to note, each of these champions will need to, well, eat to survive. They will need 3 rations per day. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to survive. Or it may hinder them. They'll also need shelter, so they'll have to find some way to keep out of the terrain.
And of course, water. Everyone needs water. And some of those biomes are more difficult to find, at least pure water in than others.
And we'll be checking in with them every evening to see if they've met all of the criteria. And of course, well, if they even survived.
Okay. I would like everyone to roll a d20. The highest person is going to be starting top of the clock, and then we're going to go around.
18.
Let me get my dice out.
This is exactly 15, and for Winter Snow 12.
11.
18.
I got a 5.
Boom.
Imogen's surprisingly speedy.
Okay, so who is the
She's filled
highest?
with rage.
Who is the highest?
Me.
18.
Yes.
So, that'll be Goldie. Who got next?
I had 11, so
11, okay, so actually that's going to be
before me.
Sandeep. Is going to be next to Goldie. So Goldie, off to your left is the killer robot. And then you got 11. So that means that next to Sandeep is the talking pony. 11. Directly opposite Goldie, next to Winter Snow, is Imogen. Who got next?
I got 8.
And you got a
5.
Okay. Next to Imogen. Imogen, to your left is the man who identified himself as an Emperor of the Inquisition.
Let's say agent of the Emperor's Inquisition.
I like Emperor of the
No, you have been
Inquisition.
shouting for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, he
on
was
stage.
mid-rage. Yeah, he was mixing it up.
A little bit hoarse.
No, that's
No,
Winter
that's
Snow.
Winter Snow.
Yeah.
Got ya.
And then off to Branda's left and to Goldie's right is Morgan. I wrote Morgan for some reason, so that's what you're
It's
on.
Morgan Bergen.
Morgan Bergen. What was your actual last name?
Echo.
Echo, that was it. Yeah, so Morgan Echo. And in the center, we're going to just quickly randomize which is the closest. So, Goldie and Morgan, the backpack is near you.
Damn it.
Damn it. That was pretty good.
The pistol is near Sandeep and Winter Snow. And then next to Branda and Imogen, or at least nearest Branda and Imogen. These are all relatively close to each other in the center, maybe 10 meters away from each other.
We also have something else to add to the list. Condorito, back from the universe of Earth, has provided us with a crude pistol.
Oh, is that for the center?
Yes.
Oh. So,
Oh, and of
dropping
course, one more thing, Rupert. A primitive bow. You can't have a pistol without a bow as well.
So we have 2 and 2.
Excellent. In which case, since that's for the center, I'm going to randomize which person it's nearest to with a d6, starting with Goldie at 1, Morgan at 6. The crude pistol is near Sandeep.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine.
Yeah. In hindsight, maybe the robot can take care of them.
And that primitive bow came to us from Reckles.
Record, thank you very much. The primitive bow is near Winter Snow.
And of course, we have all of these ranged weapons. We have to have a medium advanced melee weapon to add to the mix, of course. And this one comes to us from the one, the only Bernhard.
So,
Maybe we'll bring that one in next
Can you
year.
eat a sword? Because that's my biggest concern right now.
dropping down into position near Goldie, just nearer than the backpack, is what appears to be just a plain sword. But as you look at it, Goldie, you see it drop down and just cut through grass as if it wasn't there. The grass doesn't move, it just flops down in broken bits. That is Snicker Snacker Vorpal's sword.
And of course, our next thing comes to us.
Do you say that out loud? Because I think both Imogen and Morgan will be like,
Comes to us from our own staff members. They are. It looks like they might be wanting to get into this. This comes from Paladin Hulk.
A curious.
Is it Rupert? Tell me.
This is a curious. A piece of relatively primitive armor made from mundane steel. And this is just the center as well?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. The curious is nearest image.
fucking take it. There's a goddamn Vorpal sword out there. Being said, Lauren's like, I hate curiouses because I just made one.
And I think our last item that's going to be in the center
Uncomfortable.
is going to be, well, a little bit of armor. I don't really want any of them to put any clothes on. I'd rather have them take it off.
How much of this do we hear?
Here.
All that, yeah.
Cool.
That's my fucking line.
Okay,
I
so,
did it on purpose.
Bloodsport, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, dropping down slightly
Those
nearer.
both came from Paladin Hulk. I just wanted to make the mention in case it didn't come across that way.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, in which case, dropping
You
down.
can put in multiple items if you're a little curious about that back home.
Dropping down slightly nearer to Morgan than the backpack is what appears to be, at first glance, a suit of armor.
Oh, God damn it.
It seems to be a full metal suit of armor until you realize that there's no gaps in it. The gaps between seem to be a dark black, almost shineless, until you have a closer look and realize that there's...
Sorry. I messed up. I just want to make a mention. That was
Ecliptixis.
Yes, I have another item from Paladin, but it's not going to be in the center.
Okay.
Sorry.
And
That's my fault.
as you look at it, you see it land, the arms go, and then the back, chin, 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 opens up. The back is open closest to Morgan, but Goldie and Branda are just a little bit further away. That would be an assault suit of power armor. From Ecliptixis. In the center. Bear in mind that these things are only slightly nearer to the people I've mentioned. They're still within about 10-15 meters of each other.
Cool.
So,
And also the ones that require ammo don't have ammo.
they have some ammo. So the crew pistol is 3 shots. The printed bow is only 3 arrows.
Okay,
So they're
good.
very limited ammo with them.
Is there a Game Boy on the front?
No, that would be if it dropped for someone who's not here.
I just wanted to mention that because people back home might be curious.
Okay. So, without further ado, if that's it, Zoe,
That's all that will be starting in the center, but we have more to come.
I can't wait. 3, 2, 1. Roll initiative.
Oh, initiative is 1d8.
Oh, I wonder who's going to go where.
For anyone who's wondering, it starts with that number.
Do you add your dex to it or just 1d8?
It's 1d8 plus your dex.
1d8 plus your dex.
I would like to borrow D8.
Do you not have a d8 in the green set?
You do.
In the green set, you should do.
I do, but
He only brought a D20 and D6.
Oh, I have.
Oh, I forgot to mention.
That's why we got you the whole dice.
I think that's.
And you're going to need the other ones for damage.
That's a D10.
That's take up anyway.
Okay, that then this. Wait,
That's a D8.
Something
Right.
we forgot is that this show is supported by Wobdy Doda, our legend tier
Oh,
supporter.
yes.
Thank you very much.
Wopty Doda. That was on me. I was supposed to remember, but I was trying to get all
There you
that.
go, Morgan.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Nice.
I rolled surprisingly well on my deck. Oh, my initiative.
I'll mention it multiple times.
7.
And of course, Rupert.
Did you roll this one?
Yes,
While
that's a
they
D10.
are trying to figure out what they'd like to do, let's talk about
D8
our
is this
sponsor
guy.
for the Star Games, which is Whoopty Doda.
Whoopty Doda. What time are they from? Are they
Kissing
from the prime
pyramids.
timeline?
I don't remember.
Oh shit!
Oh.
8.
Should let her stick with the
Whoopty-doda.
previous roll.
Well, thank you for supporting this Star Games. It would be possible without your help.
Exactly.
Did you also roll an 8?
It is quite
God
fun, so I
fucking
hope you
damn it.
enjoy every moment
Well,
of
I'm
it.
dead. It's fine. It's been good.
So, where did your dice go? Your dice were here, right? They're up there.
Yeah, I don't need them.
Can you roll for... Since I've got 2 NPCs, can you roll for one of the NPCs for me?
Sure.
So that way we can keep
Can you
track
just
of
grab
it
me
easier.
mine? Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you can roll for Winter Snow. Sandy rolls a 5.
Oh, thank
Do you want to check this to the side?
Scary death robot roll badly.
Yeah. Rolling a d8.
Yeah,
I feel like you're
D8 plus your
supposed
dex.
to add something else to initiative, but it might just be if you have a feat for it.
Yeah, I've got it in my head.
It would just be roll plus dex.
Yeah. There's things that probably can add to it.
So, who thinks they got the highest? What do you all score?
8.
With your dex? 8.
8. God damn
You
it.
got the 4.
Goldie, with your dex?
With my dex? What do you mean with my
You
dex?
add your dex
Plus
bonus.
this.
Oh, 8,
So nine.
nine.
got 9.
9.
9. Okay, so Goldie will be going first. Bear in mind, everyone's going to act roughly simultaneously, but if there is a tie or anything, it will come down to initiative.
Yeah.
Is there a sheet that's missing from these?
I don't believe so.
Because I'm missing backpacks.
Oh, in which case, we'll just write down who gets a backpack.
Okay.
I didn't see.
I might have missed backpacks, because they were...
Backpack.
Can you pull, whenever you have a chance, pull me a sheet then, and I'll write the rest down. Okay.
Right, so Goldie got 9. Morgan, you got 8.
I got 7.
Oh.
7 for
Oh, we're doing
Imogen.
small ones.
Oh, I just need a pencil.
Brandon, what did you
I
get?
got 6.
6. You'll be going with Sandeep.
Oh dear. The guy next to all the guns.
Well, not if you get some of them first.
He's Nero.
Cool.
And 5 was Winter.
This is why we team up, because there's a murder robot.
Actually, no, Winter Snow's on 6 as well, which makes you all acting on 6. Okay.
My little
So-
pony has scuffling. That's what they call combat. No, it's something else. It isn't scuffling.
Do ponies have opposable thumbs?
No, but they have mashy hooves. They have animated hooves, so
That
they
can
can do.
act as funds, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this particular horse animated compared to all the rest of us?
It looks well animated.
That's weird.
It's from a different universe, so it's fine. So,
It's like
let's
CGI,
begin.
but
Goldie, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna leg it straight towards that cool looking sword that I just saw.
Okay, the sword is definitely nearer to you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go through everyone just so we know if anyone's contesting, that's where the rolls will come down. Okay, these are 4.
These are whenever you're ready.
Okay,
And then I'll
okay.
tell you who's.
Sure. In which case, that brings us to Morgan. Morgan, what are you doing?
Morgan sprints towards the backpack.
The backpack, not the armor.
The armor's closer.
The armor is the closest item to you.
The armor.
Okay. Imogen?
I mean, she's not good with weapons, and she's knows that the armor is probably too far away from her, so she'll probably go for the backpack.
Okay. The backpack is
Nice.
slightly closer to Goldie than it is to you, and you
Yeah.
have to run over the top of a bow and the curious.
I mean, I want the backpack more than I want either of the other two things, but I'll.
Sure. You could take a penalty to try and grab them at the same time, but if someone starts intercepting...
What's
to
the
try
roll
and
going
grab
to be?
them. I would say that it would cost you, 3 or 4 points on exert. No,
What's the
2 points on
skill
exert. Go
going to
be
be?
exert to just sprint it.
Yeah, no, I'm barely going to make it if I get just the backpack. She heard the part about surviving for 3 days in a tundra, a jungle, the Shadowfell, and a city. So she's going to go for what she hopes is a backpack full of survival gear.
Okay. And then we'll go to Branda.
Deal with weapons
What's
later.
closest to me?
She is a weapon.
Branda, the closest thing to you is
Fuck you.
a bow or a curious, both of which Imogen's going to be basically sprinting over.
Okay, and is Sandeep closer to them?
No, Sandeep's closest to a crude pistol, another bow, and...
Almost got all the guns.
Got all
Yeah.
the guns. Damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to run for the curious.
curious. Okay. In which case, nobody is contesting right
Then we
now.
just run past each other.
If
I've got
everyone,
exert,
can
I'll
make
cut
me,
across.
if everyone can make me an exert roll, which I believe is exert your skill, plus is it your constitution for exert or strength?
It's up to you.
I should strength
There's
this
no
one.
actual link skills,
Yeah.
so you can decide.
Okay, it'll be strength for this one because it's a sprint as opposed to a long distance marathon. So add your strength modifier, your exert modifier, and add 2, and then roll 2d6.
And you've included the -1 if we don't have the skill in the number on here.
It should say -1, yes, if you don't have the skill.
Okay, so we take modifier plus 1. So great, this -2.
So I got 7.
I got 9.
So you rolled 7.
cool.
What's your?
No, I rolled 8.
You rolled 8.
I got a 3.
Do you have exert?
I have -1, yes.
Do you have strength?
No.
So you have a -2 total.
No, I have 0.
Okay, cool.
So
Then I have -2.
Oh,
so
I guess
have
that counts as having it in this You get
Yes.
0.
Yeah, 0 counts as having it because otherwise it's
Yes.
worse.
I've got 8 plus 1.
Oh, yeah, I got 8 minus 2.
I got 3 plus 0.
You know what I do have? Wisdom. I got wisdom.
Wait, who does that go to?
Snap.
Okay, cool. So, what were your exert rolls?
3.
Okay. Everyone else?
9?
6.
7.
Okay, Goldie, you are slightly beaten. You're not beaten to the weapon, but Sandeep runs, grabs a crude pistol, and the pistol, because Sandeep rolled very well, above a 10, but that's their entire, action. Goldie, you run up, you grab the advanced melee weapon. You don't have time to do anything else, but you definitely grab it. The sword fits into your hand, and you feel it kind of stick. Not like a horrible sticky sensation, but more like a... Once you get within an inch, it just goes floop into your hand.
Snicker snacks.
What
I'm just going to make sound effects.
Alright, that's great.
Snickers.
Only if she swings it. That then is... Who was next?
I was 7.
7. You're going at the same time as Winter Snow. So, Morgan, you run towards the assault suit, and as you run towards it, on exactly the other side of the arena, you see what appears to be a pony jump into the air, get confused, and then immediately turn around and leg it away. As you run up to the assault suit,
That just happened.
you get to it. Do you gingerly jump in, or do you just, full-on sprint in?
Morgan is panic mode, so I'm I'm assuming it's T-posing, so I jump in like this.
The arms are a little bit forward, so you can just, go... Yeah. Okay, in which case, Morgan has seen Iron Man, so Morgan is fully aware of what happens next. The eyes, boom, light up a tiny bit. It closes behind you, ching, 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 and then... And you suddenly feel... You're not actually slowed down by this, despite the fact it is apparently about an inch thick, at least in all locations.
I wipe sweat from my brow and it goes... and I'm like, that backpack is mine. I'm assuming with a robot voice.
Yeah, there's a slight synthesizer to it, yeah. And when you do that, the nice, perfect mirror finish on it is just... and the scratch marks all down the hand and across
Nice
the
going.
And that brings us to... It was Imogen, right?
Fine by me.
You're not as good as Rob.
I don't know who that is.
Fine.
Imogen sprints forwards. The man who's been shouting this entire time, the force field drops, and he's like, I hate you, heretic! Wait, oh, okay, we're going. And you see him stumble a little bit, catch himself, and try and run towards apparently towards the Curious. You're not sure for a second if he's running towards you or the Curious, but the way he stumbles and then continues off behind you, you think he's probably going for the Curious. You manage to sprint over, grab the backpack. However, that does then put you right in front of a... Doesn't you know what Bugbear is? This is 98 for you in your timeline.
I feel like Imogen's probably played D&D at least once.
Imogen is confronted what appears to be half bear, half man, and goes, wait, that's Bugbear.
I got a sword.
I probably read about it in a book. I'd be like, are you demon?
Off to the side, though.
Dating an ex one? What?
Off to the side, though, the robot Sandy rolls forwards, comes up, clink, 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 clink,
Seen
clink,
those too.
grabs a pistol with one hand, grabs a crew pistol with the other, and appears to instantly take aim over in your guys' direction. It's just mostly they bring up the weapons they haven't aimed yet.
Golem.
I really hope it goes to the big one first. Or the big one.
Not a big one,
You're in a fucking mech.
so I don't die.
Yeah, well, that's why you get shot at.
So,
I can run fast.
top of the initiative count, Goldie.
What about me?
You have... Oh, Branda.
I'm here. Hi.
You managed to make it almost to the Curious. Unfortunately, a 3 is so low that you almost make it, but you were stumbling,
Damn
haven't
it.
caught yourself.
I'm limping because I've got one robotic leg and it doesn't run well.
Yep, that's exact. And you hit the force field a few too many times and it shorted out and it's still coming back online.
Also, as I'm running, Sandy picked up the pistols, right? Did they? Or...
Crew pistol and the pistol, yeah.
I'm just like, damn unsanctioned servitors.
Okay.
I think he's off his rocker.
I think I know that universe.
Stay out of danger, children. There's monsters here.
Yeah, you should kill them.
I'll stay safe in my mech suit.
Okay.
I'm slightly quizzically looking at the Mexican one. I'm not sure about that one.
It looks like very light power armor, or possibly like stormtrooper armor to you.
I'm imagining.
Possibly heretic.
Is it Alphonse from Fullmetal Alchemist?
Kind of.
Like a kid's voice coming out of a giant.
It's not quite so big, but yes. So, Goldie, you have a sword. You are now confronted by a child with a backpack, and there is a robot just beyond the child with 2 pistols who seems to be turning in your direction.
I'm going to attempt to grab the backpack and run in the
From
opposite
me?
direction.
From okay, the child. You have the initiative. I will say ties would go to Imogen because she's the defender, but feel free. How are we doing this?
It should be contested strength. It's probably strength and exert.
It's probably strengthening
It's the same thing as disarm. It's a skill check.
Okay.
I should have. You told me. I would have brought my stars without number cheat sheets that I have. It's fine.
8.
Okay. Well, that's a boxcars.
What?
It's 12. I rolled 12.
6.
Nice, nice.
Oh, for those who don't know, double 12s you call them boxcars because you rolled double 6s.
Nice.
I like
Okay.
training.
I would say, for the purposes of defending on grab things, I'd say you could roll like Dex or something in future, just because.
Sure. I mean, if it's Dex, then
Now,
great.
what
Then I
I think
actually
it
get to
is-
keep my 12.
Yeah.
I'm
There you
grabbing
go.
it and running. Are you letting go?
No.
So it's entirely possible that I'm in fact towing you along with me.
Well,
No, you rolled so low and she rolled so
just
high.
like does
You
this out
go
the
to
side
grab
and
it and you're like,
gives me
oh,
the
it's mine.
Give me that.
Your hand closes around midair. You're like, wait, where did she
It's
go?
my fucking backpack.
Imogen,
Whatever.
small action, where would you like to go? Just like a little bit extra on your turn.
Run farther away from most of these people.
So technically if you run past Gold, it's the quickest way to the edge. Otherwise you've got Sandy, then you've got the child who got in the mech suit.
Yeah, we'll go that way. We'll go away. We'll
So,
go away.
yeah,
We'll go past Goldie.
Yeah.
Past Goldie directly away.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was grabbing it and running, so if I like fail to grab it, can I just run anyway?
Sure.
I was like, trying to grab as I go past, so I'm just like, where?
So Imogen goes to like run away from you, try to grab the backpack. Imogen legs it past you. You're like, okay, and you leg it away as well into one of the zones. Imogen, as you're running, Goldie's kind of running next to you or with you. Would you want to divert a little bit away from the bugbear? Or put you closer to the mech suit?
I think she turns and she's like, if you want some of what's in here, then you gotta help me. Help me and I
Whatever.
help you.
Alright, whatever.
So she'll keep running next to him.
So
I don't wanna
Imogen
go
and the
with-
bugbear head off, and then you go through one of the force fields into a zone.
She's like, well, at least she can't kill me in here. Or they can't kill me in here.
Okay.
Apples, yeah, forgot. Alright, maybe.
Morgan,
Whatever.
they are running kind of near you but away. What are you doing?
So there's a robot, no pony, a half robot, and
You.
me.
And those two are legging it, yeah. Near you left there's a bow, which is near the guy who's trying to pick up the Curious. There's another bow, which is slightly further than the other bow, and that's it.
Nothing sharp and pointy, at which point I leg it. Probably going to follow them.
Okay, so they go through the thing, and you go after them. You two, you are legging it, so roll me a notice check. I would say the DC will be a bit higher. You're just legging it, so it's going to be a DC, not a stealth check. Goldie, if you can roll me a notice.
Actually, something I'm not terrible
Wisdom,
at.
notice, and then 2d6.
Where's my
The dice, give it, and the dice take it
What was it,
away.
double ones?
Snake eyes.
Hey, guys.
Wait, hang on, notice. Okay, minus
Just feeling
1.
you
Okay,
to-
so I've got a minus
To
1.
say that I got a 1. I got 1 total. 1 total on the roll. I have no idea what's going on.
5.
Giant mech suit, can't see it.
The giant mech suit is not noisy. It's perfectly oiled in terms of modern technology. It doesn't make much sound more than like normal clothing would. And apparently Imogen is completely oblivious. The bugbear at the back doesn't hear you, but Imogen is so focused on just getting away right now, and also a bit wary of the bugbear, that she has no inkling that she's being followed, despite the fact that you are maybe 15, 20 meters behind them.
Don't care.
Okay, and you go through the barrier. That brings us to Branda, Sandeep, and Winter Snow. Winter Snow heads off through on the barriers. Branda, do you want to grab the Curious?
Yes, is it now just me and Sandeep?
It is.
I'm gonna grab that and run.
Okay.
Roll well.
For like a zone no one else has gone to.
Exert.
Okay, I have exert, it's just that I rolled a 3 last time I tried it.
Imogen.
That's better.
Backpack
8.
supplies.
8. With 8, you grab the Curious, you try and like put it in place. You need to buckle it on. It will take you a minute to actually buckle it on. And then you leg it in the direction of the nearest wall. Would you like to go in front of the nearest wall?
Yes.
Okay, so you go the opposite direction to where Goldie and Imogen and Morgan went. Sandy will get a chance to take a shot at you as they try, as you disappear. They're going to shoot the pistol, which means it's at a -2 for range. What's your AC base?
It is 11.
11. That would be a hit. So pistol normally does 1d6, I believe, +1. Crew, no, 1d6 is crew pistol. Oh no, that's crew pistol. Normal pistol's 1d6, so you take 6 points of damage as a bullet digs into your calf as you run. So now you're limping on both legs.
Okay, yeah, I like stumble and catch myself and sort of get a nice, that's my weapon!
And then you go through a barrier. There's a slight shimmer, a ripple, shimmer and a ripple, a shipple that goes out from it. It's a new word. We're putting it here.
It's a shippling rimmer.
That's interesting.
Shippling is something that we do.
Okay, so with that, you all go into zones. We're going to have a quick look at where the zones are. So what zone is to the north currently, Zoe?
Oh boy.
Oh, oh dear. So,
I would like some.
Imogen, Goldie, and instantly you find yourself freezing. There is wind beating at your face. The tattered remnants of your shawl that you've run through is beginning to be soaked. Suddenly feels very cold. The sweat that is beginning to form in it is suddenly clinging to you and starting to. You can feel the beginnings of frost as it freezes. The snow blows into your face, making visibility very difficult. Your visibility is probably limited to about 50 meters here, and probably about 20 meters away you can see the beginning of a tree line. These are pine trees. They still have their needles, but snow does occasionally pitter-patter and fall from them. Further in the distance you can see as it breaks up into actual mountains.
100% start going for the tree line.
Okay.
I don't really care what the bugbear's doing at this point. Hopefully
This
it's gonna
is a
not.
bit fucking nippy.
It's really bloody cold.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and stab you with the vocal sword.
Fine. Go for it.
Oh my god, that's
It's
so
like-
good.
Roll stab.
Right.
You're gonna probably hit me.
So,
Plus that I can't.
Right.
starting with the top, the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're gonna have to drop a whole case because there's a lot. You're gonna have to drop like a case of them, like a bunch of things.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's just 2d6.
I don't think you should do
As
one
you-
at a time. I think you should do it a case.
Okay, in a case, right.
Yeah.
Are these all for the...
Those are all for that one person.
I'm seeing 4 piles for 4 people.
No,
Okay.
there's more than there's 5
Yeah.
piles right now.
Okay.
Wait, is this something? Fuck.
They're like
Sandy?
they're like chests, but you
Okay. Roll the stab.
Right, that's 2d6.
It's 1d20 plus
1d20.
your
Attack
stab.
was 1d20. Plus the
Attack.
stab and your dex
Okay,
for
so-
medium bet.
I want to
For-
see
for
Winter's
this, you're
gonna add-
pistol.
It's normally strength for a sword.
Yeah, it's strength or dex for medium advanced.
Okay, so either one. So +1 plus. Where's the combat
Stab.
on this?
Stab 0, so it's just plus
Where's
1.
the combat modifier?
Top right.
Top right. 3.
Plus this. So you're gonna add 3. You're gonna add 4 to this.
Okay, so
1d20 plus 4.
8, 12.
Yeah, you hit me. My AC's
Okay.
fucking 10.
Okay, yeah, so you just go, yeah, it's fucking nippy. Stab with the Vorpal sword. Roll damage. I believe that should say on the Vorpal sword sheet.
I don't think you've given us
I
any
did?
of these.
Okay, so
No.
sorry. Yeah, you get the Vorpal sword.
I should have the backpack sheet so that
The
someone can take it off of my
Curious
deck.
over there. The assault suit.
We wrote them
And
down on
leave to me.
little pieces of paper. So
Yep.
they're all printed, and so I'm handing him like these big chests of things.
You got the fucking mech armor done.
Morgan, if you want to put the mech armor down, then put the camera over the top of it so people can see what the mech armor is.
It's tech level
It's upside down,
5,
turn it
right?
around.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
upside down.
That's funny because he told her that earlier in the card game.
Yeah.
I'm immune to all those
Okay,
exploding
so roll the
witches.
damage. If you can, should say on there 1d8 plus 1.
1d8, yeah, 1d8 plus 1. Okay.
Keeping that.
5.
Yeah, you take 5 points of
For
damage
now.
as the sword digs into your side. You manage to
Jesus
just pull off.
fucking Christ, woman! Person, what do you want to be called?
Goldie. That's my
And
name.
God, you're worse than a
Imogen.
vampire.
you get bumped on the head
Ow.
by a small package that falls down. You may immediately use that if you want.
What is that? Oh, yeah, she bumps this and she pops
So
it
who's that
open.
from, Imogen? It's got a little tag attached.
Oh, this is from Slayer Horde. Slaying Horde?
Slaying hurdle. Sorry.
Slaying hurdle. So
hand
she
on
gets
his
knocked on the head. She gets stabbed, and she's like standing there with
I
the
thought you were
sword
gonna
in
ask me
her,
what it-
actively bleeding.
Oh, okay, I'll do it.
She's like, fucking A.
She gets sword in it,
She's like holding it there.
and you live.
And then she's like, you know what?
Maybe if like each person needs to.
Yeah.
She's gonna take this out first. She's like, I'm busy, and she pops this open. And what does it look like?
Inside what appears to be like a thin cylinder, maybe about 8 millimeters across. Center section has a raised dot. It goes down about 6 to 8 inches, and along the side it's got little spines, and it seems to be the right thing to fit into one of the slots on the collar.
Shoves it into the side of her neck.
As you chuck it into the collar, one of the lights goes bing, goes green. You may pick a level 2 power that you may now use.
Oh, fuck.
A level 2 power. I don't actually know what my level 2 power list is,
Then-
but I think Fireball is
Grab
one
the
of
powers and
them.
distribute them to the two.
Yeah.
Morgan, if you can do
You
that.
guys distribute your powers. Give it to her
Oh,
first.
that one's
I
yours.
didn't think we could hurt each other in the zone.
That one's yours.
You can't.
You can hurt, you just can't die. But now I know that.
Actually, sorry, my mistake. Yeah, you can't hurt each other. So when the sword snicks in, it actually just goes straight into your clothing. You're like, oh my god! Wait, oh, yeah, you don't take any damage.
Yeah, okay, that was what
So I can pick a level 2 power, but not a level 1
So yeah,
or
okay, so I
3.
stabbed you and nothing's happened, and I'm just like,
Yeah, but you probably still say, give me the backpack, or and you get to live.
well, no, I wouldn't have said that. In that case, it was like, yeah,
Okay, I only have
the sword is broken.
2.
You may, if you so choose, you can choose to open a level 1 power with level 2 if it's more expedient for you.
No, I like this one. And then
I'm gonna put the older ones on top. I know there's a
'Cause it's,
lot of. Interesting,
Yeah, that's fine.
there's some interesting donations
Yeah.
going on here. I'm gonna just let you guys.
yeah, so she just does this, and she looks at you, and she's not. I'm gonna commit effort for the scene because it's commit for the scene, and then she's just pile like a ball of fire appears in her hand, and then she just tosses it to like
shit,
the
wizard!
side, and she's like, "Don't fuck with me."
Yeah, it hits one of the trees, and they're so dry because of the fact that there's no humidity, anything crystallizes out. The tree actually does burst into flames. It's hot enough that the tree just goes crackling
Brilliant!
sound.
Bonfire! Nice!
It quickly goes out due to the fact that the heat in the area isn't great, and there's no.
I got the
Cover
backpack.
it.
You got the sword. I'm willing to share it, or I'm willing to set you on fire.
Right, yeah, that could be a problem. Fair
At
enough.
which point, behind you, what are you doing?
You see me throw fire.
You can sneak if you want. They literally come out about 5-8 meters out of the force field.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
I'm going to.
Thank you.
So I come out. I try and sneak.
That's why I stabbed.
And then immediately
It's good drama.
try my
why I didn't throw it at
metamorphosis
you.
power to try and hide myself as something else, and I assume I get tased.
Which level is that?
That's a level 2 power.
Yeah, so as soon as you try and use your metamorphosis power, you try and summon the will, and then there's just a slight, just like right in the spine, just causes you to lose complete control, and the energy just out of you.
Query. We talked about my level abilities, so I just unlocked a level 2 power. Does that mean I also unlocked on level 1 and level 2 telekinesis?
Yes.
Or do I unlock
yes, you
everything
do.
at
You
that
have
level?
level 1 and level 2 telekinesis. Is that? Yeah, okay. In which case, so right behind you, as you're having that conversation, the assault suit walks through and then just goes. There's a small arch to his back.
Bong.
It's like, we both like turn around and we're like, what just happened? Are you following us?
I went face first down in the snow, so I'm currently hidden by like however many inches of snow.
This is just like the back of this mech suit. Imogen goes over and she like kicks it slightly. She's like, are you alright in there?
What is
No.
that thing?
It's a Warforged? Is that a thing indeed?
Oh, right!
Yeah, they're like, except this one has a person inside it.
I'm a child.
So, yeah, if you're a fucking child, then so am I. And we're still in a death pit arena.
Yeah.
Did you read Battle Royale?
Have you played Fortnite? This is ridiculous.
What the fuck is Fortnite?
Where are you from?
I'm from England.
Well, that's not a place. You mean West? What would it be in Avalon?
You guys
Oh,
were
you
from
literally-
New Avalon. England was a country.
Yeah, England was a country.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're
Never
actually
mind.
from 2018. You're from
Yeah, but you're not from
1998.
England. You were living
She's
in
from like
East
the
Coast.
90s though, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
her idea of England is very different than yours.
Like, I'm from England. I'm from Little Rosewater.
That's not a place.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
As you say this, There's a few items that appear midair and slowly descend over the top of Imogen.
Pick some more of them. She's like,
Unless anyone tries to grab them off her.
I will throw you with my mind.
You've got a delivery, I think.
Oh, good.
We're going to start with one of them is a key. Level
Just hand her the
1.
whole thing, and then she can.
I want to
She,
go
like,
very slowly through
She
them.
unwraps it. She's like, just give me a minute. And she's like, shoves that one in.
It's got a tag attached. Who sent it?
This is from Chevres. I'm really bad at reading. Everyone. I'm
There's
sorry.
another level 1
My handwriting
ability.
was bad.
Pops this one in. She's like, so another one. And just pops that one in. So give me a minute.
What the fuck are you doing?
And this one
there?
is from, I think these are helpful. This one is from Rawwolf. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you can pick 2 level 1 abilities to unlock.
So I will take, I'm going to take Light at level 1. And I'm going to take Social Paralysis.
And also, the last 2 parts of it,
Make eye contact with you yet.
there's a few boxes, and then there is, well, it appears to be a jumpsuit. A relatively tight jumpsuit.
God damn it.
How come you're getting all the good stuff?
So also from Rawwolf, she like pulls it out. And so when you said jumpsuit, I was imagining an actual jumper, and I was like, oh, it's like knitted by her grandmother.
Oh, thanks, Craig.
But she's like, fuck it, and she just like pulls it on over what she's wearing. She's like, you got a suit, I'm allowed one too.
And as you say that, Goldie, something actually just hits you on the head.
Oh, brilliant.
3 rations go bunk, 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 and hit Goldie on the head.
Oh,
yeah,
the
nice.
stations.
And next to Goldie
Make sure
lands...
you read who got them for you.
Ting! A sword.
And Reckled.
It's 2 fucking swords. She doesn't need 2 swords. She just like yells at it. She doesn't need 2 swords.
Goldie's just there like, yeah, this is nice.
I'm not good with a sword, but I could help.
No,
Give me a sword.
no,
Please?
no, it's mine.
You have a suit.
At which point,
And she also has some rations from Shervis, and she's like, oh, good.
landing next to Imogen is actually a sword. Another one. Exactly the counterpoint to Goldie's.
From Paladin Hulk. She's like,
Cool.
yeah, sword vibe.
Oh, that's a terrible idea. Do you know how to sword fight?
Fuck
You're holding it
no.
all
Layla
wrong.
does the sword fighting.
Who's Layla?
My friend.
Jimmo.
Wait. Alright, nice. Anyway, right, do you know how to even hold that thing? Right, okay, right.
Yeah, no, I've watched people.
No, you're holding it too tight. You want to keep your wrist loose and wiggly. Like, yeah, there you go.
Smacks
That's
herself
right.
in the face. Like, that seems
It does
wrong.
nothing because
Yeah,
you can't be harmed.
Ooh, damn it. And then I don't know anyone else just sees a moment in Imogen's eyes. It's
just
just
going-
like,
I
oh,
have to go in
that's
order.
really hard to
fine.
get bugbear blood.
There's so
At
many.
which point, you're looking very left out, just celebrating the new possessions. A tiny little package about yay big just floats down in front of you.
I snatch it.
What is it?
What are you anyway?
I think we're supposed to.
It's
Fuck, we're supposed to murder each other.
Alright.
Morgan FG Square.
You're
FG
Morgan,
squared.
that's
You're
it.
Morgan.
You're Morgan, it's from FG Square.
That makes more
Clappy,
sense.
clap.
I'm putting them in
Lighter
order,
and
but-
lighter
Okay.
fuel.
Well,
Very handy.
I don't know
Running
what
out of things,
I don't
yeah.
know what you did.
That's actually
You might have
really
messed it
useful.
up.
Oh, God,
But
yeah.
this is all.
I can only
Okay,
fireball
I'm
so
trying
many
to go
times.
thematically what would...
Yeah. But you're gonna have to. There's
Yeah.
a lot.
At which point, now you all have something. You look up and there's just plump, 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 as little motes of light appear and items start descending.
jeez.
I'm gonna give these out and then we're gonna go around and just say who they're from, what they are.
Okay.
Because all of these land on Imogen, unless you're trying to grab them off each other, which you totally can do.
We're just gonna back up and start moving away from. She's like, I'm willing to share, but I'm also willing to set you all on fire.
Fair enough. How can you do that? Wait, hang on a minute. I stabbed you and you didn't die, so you can't set me on fire.
Then we'll go into the other place where I think I can set you on fire.
Oh, well, the stuff's here then.
Starts dropping, just like canisters.
At which point, a sword lands next to Goldie.
The unlimited sword.
Unlimited.
Okay.
Go on.
So
All right, look, I'm good, but I can only use 2 at a time.
she's like, these are really great. She just starts shoving them into her collar. Like, oh my god, it's like full. So 2 more level 1s, which will give me the last level 1 ability. And then a level 3
I will say if you have spare ability unlocks,
Yeah.
you can unlock a higher power, but at a cost. So if you have 4 level 1s, you can buy level 2. Effectively the square of the number.
I mean, mechanically, Imogen doesn't know that she has maxed out on her abilities for this.
You put it in and the light just wouldn't go on. It doesn't seem to click. It doesn't seem to have any tactile sensation.
Your dog collar stopped working?
What are you good at? She's this.
What?
Sorry, what pronoun do you use?
Goldie.
Okay, Goldie is clearly good at swords. What are you good at?
Actually, I'm better with a bow.
Okay.
I don't have. Sorry.
No, but what are you good at?
I'm good at hiding?
Not as good as me.
Probably not. I'm good at talking
Did you
to people.
have one of these?
No?
Alright, and Imogen pockets the key.
At which point,
You know it's not being used.
from behind you, I believe,
So use the level 1 and then the level 3,
Oh.
and I will take the blood snake.
What? You just lied.
It's fine.
Yeah,
you unlied to me.
It's
I'm gonna
pretty
try
funny.
to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
We're
it to
having
you.
a good time.
Don't know if it would have worked.
Oi! Weird sky thing! Give me a bow!
And those were from
swords incoming.
Shervis and Mupin and Rosion. Thank you. Thank you for
Yes.
donating to
Thank
charity.
you, FG squared again.
And the one that I haven't
Very
used yet is from Courier. And we'll see if Morgan wants it later. That's fine.
and
under
behind
Imogen's
you,
armor
through
now.
the energy field, appears a nightmarish abomination. It is a murder robot wielding 2 pistols and carrying 2
Let's
bows
murder that
over its
shit.
shoulder.
Maybe it should have taken that power level.
Who brought the golem?
And as it aims both pistols, it aims one at Goldie and the other one at Morgan.
Jesus fuck.
I immediately try and hide behind Imogen.
Imogen suddenly also has in her arm a rifle that she doesn't know what to do with.
Dexterity
which is
exert.
from Rawwolf.
Right.
You're gonna hide behind me, you very tall person.
Yes, I
Imogen's
am.
hiding behind Morgan.
Right,
Morgan puts on over the mech
Okay,
suit a winter parka.
And then I have a backpack
Oh,
from
shit.
Shervis.
Double 6s.
7. Wait,
There's a second
12, 13.
backpack.
Double 6s. I will allow that to be a crit.
Yeah. I just
Since
vanished.
you're diving behind
Really
Imogen,
behind
she's
me?
got a lot of items that she's trying to handle, and that's more than I think she can really easily carry.
I really wish someone
You can
got
try
me.
and grab something off her.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm going to try and grab something off
You can't take these.
Okay,
These
yeah,
are
that's like-
objects.
that's like
I have 2 of these.
Okay.
I don't know what.
And then
Okay, these are going to Sandeep.
Oh.
I can see my pile. I want to see what I've got.
technically this, although I probably put that away, and this is on.
And
Right,
as
so basically,
Sandeep,
what can I
the sword.
actually... Okay.
as Sandeep raises the pistol to fire, there's a
You know what? I'm not going to try and grab anything because I
ding,
don't know what any of that does.
3 objects hit Sandeep on the head.
You look at
3 rations knock Sandeep's aim. The pistols go bang, bang off and miss completely. As
God.
3 rations from Whoop-de-Doodah hit Sandeep on the head. Sandeep looks a bit shocked, sees the 3 of you now pretty well armed and armored, and legs it back into the center. And as the camera follows, skirts around, goes into a different zone, and then suddenly there's a bloop, and an object appears over Sandeep, looking at the pistol and the crew pistol, going ha ha ha, die, ha ha ha, die. The object lands in front. It seems to be a small cylinder. It's got rings and buttons and knobs on it. Pulls it up.
Oh!
The camera goes
That is,
back.
right?
Yes,
You
I
can't
know
see that. That's in a
this.
different zone.
Yeah. This is out of character swearing.
Oh, I was going to say, Goldie is like, you can recognise a sword no matter what it's made of.
That's from
Sword's a sword.
Whoop-de-Doodah. That's from Doza. Dozabine. Thank you very much. That was a DM choice.
Use your pin down.
Do the pin down. Do the pin down.
Question!
says
It says it.
Vorpal sword
I'm
versus
like, it says
lightsaber,
that.
what wins?
Oh.
Both are equal. Snick snack and all that. That's a medium advanced melee weapon. DM choice from Doza Pindan. Thank you for the DM
You can
choice.
do DM choice,
Should have taken
but there's a
time to
lot
make
for a lot of people.
Okay, so we're going to have Imogen's more things that have appeared.
Cool. So she's got a 3rd backpack now. She's stacking on the backpacks. It's just like layers of them.
Look. You know,
Give me a second. We'll go through what's in the backpack. I'm dealing with it. It's like Christmas morning. Actually, I've never
What's-
Experienced Christmas morning. I don't normally get this much stuff.
what's
My pet-
Christmas?
It's fine. It's a bullshit holiday.
What is it? It's Mus.
And that backpack is from Shervis. And then Yabushido sent more rations. She starts stuffing them inside a backpack, cooling equipment,
This
and a
reminds
backpack
me,
water
This reminds
skin.
me of that time
From Jervis.
we robbed a wizard.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, all this-
Yes, we'll find it. She like pops the last one in, and feels really good about herself. And I'm powered up. She's like Super Saiyan mode.
So, as you, as a group, don't seem to have any issues with being together, at least for now, the camera flies over to, I think we'll go to Winter Snow. Now, quickly pulling up the map. Yeah, I
Fine,
thought
as
so.
long as I level up before everyone else, I can murder everyone.
The camera flies over to a broken, desolate, black rock terrain with a pulsing red light in the sky as a pony with shorn wings seems to just trek sourly and confused off. And landing in front of the pony, 2 items. Firstly, leather armor from Ecliptixis.
How does that work?
It's pony-sized.
It's pony armor.
Horse armor.
It's specific.
Pony wears ponies wear barding.
They wear armor.
Yeah.
Wait, horse armor?
Yeah.
You mean the Bethesda special?
Yeah, you have to pay for the DLC.
Well, that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they pay for the horse armor.
Somebody bought the horse armor DLC.
And Winter Snow, feeling a little bit confused, puts it on and is just not saying a word, moping, looking very sorry for themselves as a key lands in front of them.
Oh, good.
From Anon. Thank you, Anon.
I'm gonna be real. I kind of want Winter Snow to win. Except that one time she hurt my character really bad.
The key lands, Winter Snow nuzzles it, picks it up in one hoof, looks at it. I don't know what you are. Can you help me? And as she says that, the key glows and then fades and ends up fused. Like the keys you use as limiters. They're one-use items and they end up fused. But for Winter Snow, this one is slightly different. The wings. And Winter Snow's pained on the ground for about 5 seconds before the little stubby wings are now just visible.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna have to kill him.
I will put the brand on.
Kill a flying fucking cartoon.
Or be killed.
By a fly.
Yeah,
I just want to point out that Winter Snow did some of the most damage to the party of ponies during that show.
So, Brenda, you've booked it the opposite direction.
Yeah.
As you go straight to the force field,
Stick the armor on.
you're sticking the armor on, and you go straight headfirst into a thick vine that coils itself around your head before you shift it off. You find yourself probably up to almost chest height in grass and bushes, having not come out on a trail, just straight into thick jungle. It is swelteringly hot.
Oh.
The Curious begins to, condensation starts running down it. And it starts to warm up. Over the course of the next 15 minutes...
My metal
it'll
leg
start
starts
getting
knocking.
Yeah, it starts catching a little bit, and it's just like...
No, it's like from the heating up, it's just like... Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. And as you are very confused about where you are and what's happened, a number of items go plump, 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 plump around you. You don't see them until kind of late on because of the tree canopy.
They're like getting caught in the branches and stuff.
I will need you to make an exert roll to grab them out of the branches. So that'll be or survival. You can choose exert or survival, and I say
I'm
strength.
okay at exert if I roll well.
Sure, you can use strength unless you have another idea.
I don't unless you
Ninja
let me
of
use
that tree.
constitution. Oh, dexterity. Could I use dexterity?
How would you use dexterity? Tell me, and I will let you.
Deft
Jackie-
climbing
Jackie
up the
Chan.
trees to get to grabbing the thing.
Okay, yeah, sure. And with that, if you roll, you will get all of these.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to keep a couple.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, well, a 1 and a 6, mixed results.
Okay.
It's about average.
And then with a +1, that's 8.
Okay. How long would you like to spend doing this? Because there are items here, but if you don't spend very long and you want to leg it because you don't know if anyone's following you, you won't get all the items. If you want to spend time here, you will get all of them. That's
Is
good
there
enough.
anything sharp nearby?
No, you don't have to make it.
Like bit of bark I can snap off something?
The trees are
I wanna
alive
see
and
if I
pretty
bleed.
wet, so...
Because I heard them say that I can't be harmed in here.
Oh, you
but
can
I
harm
don't
yourself
believe
without
them.
something sharp. You can just run your hand over something rough.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Smack your
yeah.
head against a tree.
Okay, yeah, I
it's
just
true.
take my non-dominant hand. Oh, actually, I'm ambidextrous.
Yeah.
I pick a hand and I just run it down some rough bit of tree bark and try.
Yeah,
and
there's
draw
a
some
tree that's
blood.
been just fallen over and shorn at one side, so there's sticking out bits of wood, and you run your hand over it, and as soon as your hand gets a few millimeters away, there's a slight electrical sensation, ever so slight, and you would probably gather that as some sort of void shield.
Okay, I'm like, probably heretical, but at least I'm okay. And I spend more time grabbing this stuff because I'm like, it seems like they were right. I can't be harmed in here.
In which case, there's a whole ton of items to collect over the course of the next 2 or 3 hours.
Please make sure you announce everyone.
Oh,
All right, shall we just go
Announce
through
them,
them?
go through them and announce them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Okay.
probably missed some.
Let's start. Right, so one thing I'm doing is I'm like grabbing for things is I'm like, they took all my guns, even the flintlock, damn it. And then I open a box and a flintlock falls out. I'm like, okay. And I just pick it up and check it, and it's like, it's not the flintlock, but it's a flintlock.
It seems a good working order. It comes with 3 shots.
Yep, that is from Meb 109, thank you very much. And then I open the next box, and there's another pistol from Draco Rum. Thank you very much. So I'm like, dual-wielding flintlocks, like, okay, I'm feeling better about this.
There's another flintlock and another flintlock.
That's actually it. It was nicely done. But then I
I
get...
need that void shield.
I open another box, and 60 rounds of ammo fall out of it.
Boom! Yeah, you just open this box and they go...
Yeah, it says compatible with most firearms? Projectile ammo.
Includes projectile weapons.
Okay.
I assume it would come in some sort of container.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're being like boxes, I guess, and I just catch them like this is improving. Snaz 2150, Hum 78,
Way less sexy robot here, Dylan.
and Ecliptixis. Thank you very much. Okay. Wait, no. I open another box and there's another flintlock, and I tuck that in my belt. That's from Draco Rum.
Just when we think he's out of flintlocks.
I open a box, but it's upside down, so 3 rations fall out and hit me on the head. Thank you very much, Ecliptixis.
And one more
Jesus
smacks you in the head.
Christ.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. I open another box, more rations fall on my head from Mighty Rick, thank you very much.
They're getting caught in the branches, and you keep poking them, and eventually they open and just dunk.
I find a backpack dangling from a branch from Ecliptixis, and I start stuffing the food into it and things.
You need that, because right now you're trying to like juggle them while you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Empty.
I'm like half
The
up.
backpacks that you get are empty. Your one isn't.
Okay.
I'm like half up a tree, and I'm just
Surely
like
some of them
dropping
are empty.
everything to the floor, and I'll just like gather it up in a second. Then there's a really big box I open, and I open that, and there's a mag rifle. I'm like, not my sort of thing, but this
Right, I
could
got
work.
one of
And I
those
like
too.
put that over sling that over my back. Thank you very much, Ecliptixis. I feel like I have a certain sponsor here. I think these two don't land in the trees because they're big.
They go.
Yeah, I jump back down and start stuffing everything into the pack, and then like bang. I guess does the suit come in a box, or is it just
It's just the
deploy?
suit.
A mech suit deploys in front of me and opens up. And I'm like,
Okay.
I saw this a minute ago.
This one is slightly different. This one is painted in the livery of the Inquisition, and it looks like light power armor that you have seen many well-to-do, well-positioned, politically connected members of the Inquisition wearing. It's got gilt embroidery of gold around the pauldrons, which are well oversized to actually be particularly helpful. And the embroidery has a big red, almost marbled red eye with a skull in the center.
Okay, so seeing that, it's sort of I like realize like, my friends know I'm here. I'm gonna be okay, and I step into the suit.
It closes and you go. It's surprisingly like there's no issues with it at all. Like this is fine. There's nothing wrong at all. You're used to mechanics often having like a bit iffy things and bodged and make do, but this is nothing. Nothing. at all.
I'm like surprised, and I'm like, I don't know what strings Ravon pulled for this, but I'll take it.
The show's
And
first
then-
half is stuff, and the second half is
And
movie.
then 3 ratchets hit you on the head as soon as you close in the armor.
From Tree QWERTY.
Yeah,
Tree QWERTY. Thank you very much. And the suit was from Ecliptixis. My headcanon now is that Ecliptixis is Inquisitor Ravon. And then next to me, I think this is maybe a box, like a big box crashes down next to me, unfolds, and a 4-legged drone stands up.
It's probably the size of maybe a football with 4 little pincer legs all equally placed around it. And then a little slot opens and a tiny little appendage comes out. Looks like you could attach anything to that appendage, but right now it seems to be gripped around a pistol. And it just goes... Brand identified.
Like, that's a hell of a servitor.
On top is a tiny little remote control that you can take out and put in. You can control it remotely, or you can just give it orders to help protect you.
Okay, I just pick that up and like, I don't know, is there something where I can slot it on my suit so I can just grab...
Yeah.
Oh, I get like an arm panel for it, yeah.
Yeah, just like, click, magnetically attaches.
I'm like, alright, now we're ready. And I, in my mech suit, draw my flintlocks.
And as we finally get to...
and thank you, Oberon Naga, for the stalker drum.
the close of the start, one last item descends through the canopy towards Brenda, as he is in a swelteringly hot, boiling environment.
Lighter and lighter fuel. From Matt, thank you very much. It's not like...
That's a more recent
I'll save that for later. Yeah, they know what they were doing.
With that said, we're going to go to a short break. We'll try me back in probably going to be 10 minutes because we will have to shift out and muddle around. So it's probably going to be
it's not break. It's just day
break?
one.
It's just day one? Oh,
Yeah.
day one, not break yet. Okay, in
Yeah,
which case
just
we're
let
fine.
you wrap up day
Sorry,
one recap.
wrap up day one. Okay.
He doesn't understand hand gestures.
No. Okay. In which case, Brenda, you're alone. Which says alone. Sandeep is alone. You three, are you planning to stay together? Would you like to RP that, or are you good?
The three of us. I mean, we definitely
Yeah,
need to have a
let's stay
conversation
horizontal,
after Imogen's done stuffing a backpack.
Yeah.
Or / getting changed in front of them.
Yes.
She hasn't opened...
Is this the afterlife?
No, I wasn't dead. It might just be
No,
a nightmare.
I was.
You were dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen that happen before.
It's possible they're working for a dragon?
I was going to suggest this
Fucking
might just be a hell dimension, but...
I've not encountered those, but I imagine.
I don't want to go
This-
to hell.
There's a lot of hellmouths around, it turns out.
Wait, what's a hellmouth?
You're like, wait, I've seen that show before.
Because no one.
The one with the blonde lady.
Well, she wasn't always blonde.
No, she was.
No, she had red and black hair for a while. Layla.
No, I don't know.
If there's no name
Okay,
on it,
no, we're
it's
talking
because
about-
they're anonymous, just so you guys know.
Cool.
Okay. No, we're definitely
Okay, so
talking.
that's
Never
fine.
mind.
Yeah.
So,
Right, okay, here, look, this stuff here, let me open, and she opens the backpack that she grabbed and got stabbed for, because she wants to know what's in it.
In the backpack is a compass, a tiny little knife that's maybe good for skinning or whatever, maybe cutting meals, and 3 rations.
Okay, so she's
You
like,
can write that down on your sheet.
cool. So no, I've got another, I'm just gonna make one of these 6 rations. And then compass and knife.
while she's
So
doing,
she does that. She's like, here, look, these ones are empty, and she hands you the empty
Oh.
backpacks.
Cheers. I'll
Put it on over the Parker.
Goldie sort of just like slots it over one arm and is like, yeah, that's not gonna rock.
It does. You put it to maximum extension.
Yeah, okay.
It might take God like 5 minutes to figure that out.
And then she stuffs the rest of hers into her
That's
backpack.
fine.
And
She
because
should-
most of the stuff you noticed her getting was keys, so she just kept shoving stuff in
What
her
are them
neck.
things for anyway?
yeah. What's that?
They make this less effective, I think. Although,
What's
and then
that down?
she thinks for a minute about probably casting like one of the spells that is not here that she knows how to do in this. I don't know what happens.
You just don't get the power. There is
like-
no energy goes to you.
What are you doing?
I was just seeing. Never mind. It lets
You
me.
forget your spells.
Yeah, I think that's what this does.
So you're a wizard, yeah?
I'm a witch.
What's the difference?
I don't actually know.
Like, do you learn the spells or do you know the spells?
I definitely have to learn them. I read them in
Yeah,
books.
wizard. Yeah, wizard.
Sure.
So you're a witch?
Yeah.
No, wizard.
Oh, okay.
I'm a magic user.
Magic. Okay.
Let's just go for a generic term.
I don't suppose there's any spare.
I literally asked you about one, and you said you didn't need it, so I'm gonna hold on to it, I guess.
Yeah, I just met you.
And
We're not
Were you
best
lying?
friends.
Shall we do that?
I'm not really friends with a lot of people anyway.
Okay.
I take it you're probably not either.
All my friends are dead.
Yeah.
I have.
So we're all in about the same boat.
I
My
I
friends
have one
think are still
friend.
alive.
That's all I need.
Yeah, we can do it now and let's see.
Okay, alright, cool.
Just gives you this look, this incredulous, like,
Yeah.
sure.
Right, look, we need to make some sort of plan or something, right? Because, like, obviously I can't just stab you and take all your stuff.
No,
So-
I mean, you can't take most of my stuff, I don't think. She, like, hands you one of the keys she's already used, and I guess they just, like, pop off, and it's just, like, a stick.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
attached or anything, so
yeah.
it's just magnetic, like, plop, and it's just
I
melted. It's
yeah.
not formful anymore.
So, I mean, you take that. I put some of the stuff, I've got, here, look, I've got some extra rations, and...
Have you got anything warm? Because I'm freaking freezing.
It's no.
Look, it's cold enough to freeze the nuts of a goblin here, alright?
Is the parka on top of the mech suit?
Effective. Yeah.
The parka's effective, but is the mech suit effective at keeping out the cold?
The mech suit keeps out air. It's a perfect vacuum seal, but it doesn't really keep out the cold. It's not designed for keeping out the cold in an atmosphere, so the parka is helpful.
Okay, I don't mention it.
Right, let's, I don't know, find shelter and then we can talk.
Yeah, like those trees over
case
there, we can probably make like a lean-to.
They come in to
Yeah.
try and murder us or something.
And
Yeah.
as you say this, every section there's a on the ceiling. As you look up, you can see the Aurora Borealis of radiation hitting a magnetic field and the gas giant, but now the Aurora Borealis forms into what appears to be a kind of 3D video screen, and you can see the two announcers. Well, Zoe, why don't we mix things up a little bit?
I hate them so much. Can we kill them?
I always
Are they
look for a
driving?
little mixing. Are we drinking?
Well, maybe in a bit, but
It's
first,
dead.
you know we said that they can't harm each other.
Murder them.
Well, what if we say they can harm each other now, for a short time only?
Can we
I think
also make the environment tolerant?
Imogen, I would like to point out, has moved away from immediate stab range
I
from you.
hate waiting.
Switch back to the other camera. Okay, would anyone like to do anything?
Imogen has definitely moved out of immediate stab range.
Yeah, Charlie's just like,
Both her hands up. She's like, we can do that. Sure, you can stab me. We can try and hurt each other. It won't get us anywhere because we're not going to die. And there's a murder robot out there and a strange person who yelled something about an inquisition.
what is a robot anyway?
It's, like I said, it's like a Warforged but all the way through.
Right. So really boring
A
then.
golem. It's like a golem, but murdery.
Metal.
I've met some
A
pretty...
metal golem.
Right, I've met some pretty murdery golems before.
Imogen's like definitely got her hands up. But
More-
probably not in a defensive position. And she's like spell
Alright, so you've got your-
caster somatic.
So you've got your wizard stuff when you could do wizard stuff to me
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. And you've got a sword and you could do sword stuff to me right now.
Right.
If you totally want, you can make a diplomacy roll, etc.
That's up to Goldie. If Goldie wants me to roll diplomacy, then I certainly
Absolutely
will.
go for it, yeah.
Okay. That's actually a thing I'm pretty good at. So I've got the diplomacy
Talk,
focus.
and
which
you've got the diplomacy
it's
bonus.
Talk and charisma, I assume. Ironically, I have no charisma. So I rolled a 7, and my talk is 1, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so
And
8.
diplomat should give you something, right?
Diplomat allows me to re-roll ones.
Okay. So
Or learn languages, but I don't think that's relevant in this case.
8. Do I?
it means you understand the bugbear better. Because the bugbear actually speaks.
Am I like
Scotland.
speaking a weird, slightly weird
It's
variation?
like a guttural slang a little bit that you're
Yeah,
picking up really
yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I was gonna use your slang. It's fine.
Don't appropriate my slang, right?
That's
I
fine.
slowly walk towards the bugbear, and I'm like, look,
Get away
the
from it,
witch
Tim boy.
said, we can do this, but it's much nicer if we spend some time figuring out who else needs to get gone first.
That shouty guy, what do you call us? Zen?
He said something about Inquisition, which that never goes well for witches.
It's the police! He's a policeman! Let's kill him! Let's kill him first! Yeah, alright.
Right.
Kill police. Yeah.
Exactly.
Him and the metal golem.
Yeah, that thing was like, not...
We get rid of those two.
Yeah.
I guess maybe the weird CG horse, the puppet, the horse. What was that a real horse?
I don't know.
Oh no!
Probably
So
a
like
unicorn
they
or
live in
something.
this world called Equestria,
Wait, what?
and like
Of course not.
Oh, My Little Pony. Yeah, those came out in like the 80s.
It was a fairly little pony, yeah. Is it yours? What's
No.
it doing it? Well, you said it was your little pony.
No, it's the. It's. I don't know why my horse is here. I don't own a horse.
You said it was yours.
It's a name.
It's collective mind.
Yeah, it's like a communist horse.
What's a communist?
It's like the opposite of a policeman.
So a criminal.
Sure.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, yeah. Alright. So the horse is a criminal.
I walk up to Goldie and I'm like, see?
Just keep away from me, alright?
Okay, we've got this. I like carefully grab the end of the
No,
sword.
no. Do not touch the sword.
Okay, so
Look, you touch sword,
So,
sword goes in
if
you. Back away.
What are you? You're obviously a warrior of some kind.
I'm a pirate.
A pirate.
Oh.
Right. I'm a witch. What are you?
I don't think
Besides
it's sticking to like a theme.
student.
It's student and
So what are you gonna do? Kill me with a book? In fairness, that's how I learn my spells. So
no reading involved. Although I might bore you to death.
So what is it you do? Imogen like stands cross-legged,
Okay.
cross-armed, and just sort of
By the
looks
way,
at
if
you
you
with
wish,
all
you
of her
can open
stuff.
the helmet to talk to people if you wish to be.
Yeah. So there's like a.
Yeah, the visor slot goes boop and opens up.
Right.
That's really creepy.
If you really have to know, I spend a lot of time trying to make sure people aren't lying to me. The truth is really important. And
I'm gonna need you to roll some sort of
Okay, you need to roll charisma perform.
charisma perform. Okay, that's not too bad. That's pretty bad. That is 3 plus 3, so 6.
So please, anyone trying to figure this out, make like a notice charisma check.
Okay.
Oh, you've got 2
Go.
perform. I
To
think.
perform.
Yeah, so you can add perform as well as
Alright,
the.
notice
the
Three
charisma.
minus one.
Yeah, so
I got 9 total.
Oh, so 6 total.
Where's
6 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
so where's my 0? Where's my notice?
I got a 9.
It's minus 1. Okay. Ooh, 3.
So I lie really badly because I'm like smushed in a mech suit, and I'm like,
Darting around. You're probably
Wait, do even I notice you're
I thought you were
lying?
trying to get to say.
no, I got
Okay.
6.
Alright, okay.
So no one beats me, even though I did badly.
No. I got a 9.
Oh,
So I know you're lying.
Yeah.
What did
Imogen.
Goldie get?
It's just 3.
Imogen's
Goldie's like, yeah.
Right. Yeah. No. The truth is very important.
Yeah, and you know.
So you're just a talker.
So you're an idiot then, yeah? Nobody tells the truth.
No. Oh god. Let me put it in bard. A bard, but without magic.
but
And she says that and then looks at Morgan.
no.
Without magic.
I killed a bard once.
Right, I might be able to like look into this a dream world abyss thing. So there might be magic involved. I don't know if that counts as magic as such. So
Does it do oogly boogly wiggly spell
Fine, roll
stuff?
for the first aid.
sometimes if I ask,
You're
it, I say
yeah,
it.
alright, so
Okay.
yeah, you're
We don't have magic.
Oh, you're a warlock!
Oh, is that?
Do you ask things to give you power?
Or just before 5.
Oh, I did that once, but it didn't work out. So I think I might just be a magician.
Right. What?
Right.
Yeah.
Bloody wizard.
Is not going to give you her spare key.
Okay, and with that,
What's Sandy?
Where's
up
my boat, Sky?
Sandy.
Right, I think Emmons is going to point to the tree line and suggest that they make it to the tree line and try and...
Yeah,
find
that's a
some
good
sort of
idea. We should
shelter.
make like a lean-to or something.
I've got cooking equipment, so I guess we can cook the rations.
My rations.
I flick the lighter. I'm like, I can set things on fire.
Right, okay.
Cool.
Not
So,
as well as
You are a magician.
no. This is
I set things on fire and they don't
box.
tend to stay that way. And
Firebox.
is the scene over?
Right, whatever.
we're going the camera.
Okay, go ahead.
The camera's going to cut back to Branda traipsing through the forest, collecting all of his new gear. As behind him, there's a hack.
So you got a backpacker and you got a backpacker.
Can we do that? Okay.
Yes, yeah. I was planning on that anyway.
Okay, cool.
Cut through every vine and tree and bush in the way. Sandeep treks,
Okay.
looking for Branda.
But I meant like right now would be a good time to go outside.
But as Sandeep does so, he's a little bit caught up in the foliage. It does take a very long time, and Branda does have a head start. Branda finds one last thing before we're gonna end off talking about how the day went, and probably cut into a break relatively soon. Branda, floating down from above you, in a box probably about a meter and a bit long, is this.
I'm so worried.
Oh shit.
It's a chainsaw.
I skipped it forward a bit. There's still a lot of donations. I know you guys are out there.
Thank you very much, God Emperor.
It's a medium advanced melee
As
weapon.
opposed to just the regular emperor.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
Okay, Pogs lands in it. Is it his? Is it like his battered old one in blue, or is it just like a one?
Make a notice wisdom check.
Okay. Notice -1, wisdom 0. I get an 8.
Oh, okay. In which case, you look at it. It looks exactly the same until you realize that some of the nicks of paint aren't there. It's a
Okay.
very good replica.
It's like not mine. Because I know all the scars on that.
Okay.
I sort of pick it up more sort of cautiously, and I try like revving it, and I guess it works.
Perfectly. Not a single problem. Doesn't even go woo woo. It just goes immediately woo woo.
Why not mine? And I just I like put it on my belt for now and keep moving.
So, as people head up to the tree line, you're heading further into the jungle. Sandik's trying to track you.
If I know he's following me, do I know?
You won't know yet. He's not close enough at all. We're going to cut to the first night. So, as the sun sets and the gas giant gets larger, we're going to switch back to our castles in the studio. So, Zoe, what do you think of day one?
Oh, there has been much excitement, but not enough of poking, stabbing, bludgeoning. Well, just in general, not enough combat for me.
Bodily harm,
My taste.
bloodshed.
Yeah, I like to see a lot of blood.
Well, the bugbear did try. I'm surprised that the nerd
Yeah, the one with the glasses.
still got on with the beast after that.
I'm surprised she still has her glasses.
That's true. We should have taken them off. Maybe that could be some sort of advantage.
This is true. Next time we will take all the glasses off of them. Oh, they can't see that well. That makes it more exciting.
Oh dear. Anyway, we're going to go to a quick break.
But I would like to do some things really
feel
quick
free.
before we go to a break. I do want to make an announcement that all of your lovely donations has gotten us to $2,150,000 towards
High five,
our
Cam.
goal
High five, Cam.
There we go. And
of 4,000.
that's over halfway. And it's the end of day one. There has been no effects brought in thus far, so let's see if those start cropping up.
I think we should spice it up.
Especially as people start to be a little bit more vulnerable. We're going to go to a short break. We're going to all try and be, it's probably going to be 10 minutes rather than 8. We're going to try and be fast, but there is a lot of chopping and changing and moving around to do, and this is a very crowded room. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Feel free to enjoy the schedule that's now going to be up and the countdown.
Thank you guys so much for all the donations. We really appreciate it, and we're getting through all of the other ones. So.
Yeah, they will be dropped in the next few days while people are invulnerable.
Nice.
It's good. Unfortunately, you need that.
I need that hand to do the thing.
All right.
Hello, and welcome back on the night of the first day, Zoe. How's it going?
I am so excited. We've had pretty interesting things occur.
We do.
I still am wondering about, our Brander there. Hasn't quite teamed up with anyone.
I think he's a bit of a loner. That said, Sandy looks like he's looking for him.
I hope so. I hope there's a little bit of bloodshed as well.
So, why don't we get to the bloodshed a bit quicker? What if we take that invulnerability period and reduce it by a day?
I love this idea. I'll tally it and change it on the map.
Excellent. So instead of being 2 days, it'll be 3. This section here, where we mentioned 2 days, is now 3 days going to be 2. Sorry, 3 days going to be 2.
That's an extra day.
That will be broadcast to all of you in the nightly summary. The rest isn't.
So we're still invulnerable.
Yes, you are. Okay. You will be invulnerable until midday on the 3rd day. This is the end of the first day.
Fuck you!
Your yells echo around the mountains of your alpine biome and seemingly no response other than your own echoes.
Go up there, I'm gonna tear your legs off!
What? Goldie, you hear a bugbear shout, I want to go up there and tear your legs off.
Bentham, change the scene so they can actually see you guys.
Wait, who said that?
That was you. That was an echo.
No, that was me.
You're an
It was an
echo?
echo.
Oh, I am Echo.
That's me.
Your first name's Echo, your last name's Echo. Are you Echo like the nymph? Are you a nymph?
What? No, but I might be related to one. You never know. Morgan, nice to meet you.
Oh, Imogen Parker. Goldie.
Goldie, yeah.
Goldie. Okay. Yeah, that was you.
Yeah.
Alright.
But it was also an echo. Sorry, not you.
Anyway, we're gonna tear their legs off when we get up there, right?
Anyway, we're going to tear the legs before we get there, right?
I don't think they're actually up there.
I think
This
there's
is
someone coming for us.
either a nightmare.
Is there some weird...
No, I just thought it was funny.
You two are echoing now.
Oh no. He just sort of has this moment of realization.
Tear their legs
It's
off.
the end of day 1, yeah. And then, like
oh,
be day 2
You're one of
for
those.
midday and day
You're like
2.
me.
I have no idea what's going on.
This time in time.
You two are echoing.
What, all the items?
No, I think they're just trying to mess with you. Because they're fucking bastards!
Well, yeah, we'll do that in a second.
Sorry, I have a tendency to yell at things I'm angry at. I yelled at Vampire Lord. Did I do that? I don't actually remember.
Cool.
Also, definitely yelled at a fallen angel.
Wait, what? What's an angel?
Well, they're supposed to be nice, but I never met one of the ones that are still alive.
I once got someone in trouble at school by making everyone think that they were...
I once got 5 students impaled in a bathroom by my science teacher who got turned into a vampire.
That reminds me of what happened in the broth footage once. Anyway.
And with that, I assume your conversation continue like that. Does anyone want to do anything particular, or can we skip to the survival stage?
No, we can skip.
we can skip to the survival stage,
Okay.
but... Yeah.
Okay.
I yell at the sky as well.
I'm like, what ruinous powers do you serve?
The only answer seems to be like a coconut fall nearby.
And by the way, Sandy probably hears me say that because I don't know anyone's following me.
Okay. And so with that, what are you going to do to survive in your individual biomes? We'll go to Brander first because Brander's alone. Brander, it's very hot.
Okay. Does the suit have cooling things?
A little, but not much. It will be like you were standing there without a suit on. It will not impede heat flow out of you that way.
Then yeah, I'll just like max out what settings I can on it to cool myself down, and I think what I'm gonna do is loop round and double back towards the center.
Which direction?
Well, back the way I came essentially.
Okay, directly the way you came. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Directly. This will be fun.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. During, so you're not gonna look for shelter or food or anything right now.
I've got rations. I think I'm gonna get back to the less horrible place to be.
Okay.
Because I've got weapons now. I can survive in the middle.
Sure. It'll take you most of the night to get back. You'll probably get back during the night, and then you can choose what to do.
Okay.
So, are you trying to sneak or just running? Powering through.
I mean, it's like fast walk.
Okay.
Purposeful.
Okay. Make me a notice check.
Okay. What's the stat for it?
Wisdom.
That is 4.
Excellent. You make it back to the center.
Okay.
It's dark. In the center, you find 3 rations lying nearby, seemingly bereft.
No, I don't pick them up. I think they said it's going to be 3 days, so
Yeah.
I'm fine. It's fine. Thank you very much to Quiet Geek.
Along the way, several other items also drop for you.
Okay. So we have from Ecliptixis cooling equipment and a backpack water skin. Okay, so I'm going to use whatever the cooling equipment is.
In which case, you don't need to make the check. I was going to make you check. So you just,
Does that mean he's in Bermuda shorts?
And drink some water.
it's basically like a water rig that you can put around yourself, which basically takes the water, takes the heat, dumps it into the water, and then
Okay.
runs it
I'm
over the
hoping for
grill.
an inquisitor dressed as an American tourist now.
Oh,
That would be tempting.
Yeah.
It's just one of those little hand-powered fans.
Anything that's a ration thing.
There was one of those
you're
little hats with the fan in the brim.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
One of the boxes I open has a tiny key in it.
Is it level 1 limiter?
It's a level 1 unlock.
Okay.
It's like, what is this? I look for like keys on my suit. Keyholes. Like,
No.
I just pocket it and continue. Thank you, Anon. I guess it's I'm just trolling. Okay, I'll take it.
Do you want these unlocks back? Because I've used all of them.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
Also,
Anyone you haven't used, keep them. You use ones you can have back.
also in a box, I find a frag grenade from Nioniscarin. Probably pronounced something.
Nioskyrene, I think.
Okay, thank you very much.
Wait a minute, I think I know that.
Okay, I'll stick that on my belt, and then. This one doesn't have a name on it.
If it doesn't have a name, remember it's anonymous.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause it's
so from
basically
2
not-
different people, from Anonymous and Hyla Geo, I get 2 force shields. So there's 2 boxes and I open them both and they like, is it like a little holder and it like opens into a shield? Like
It's like a small buckler about yay big with like a Templary like symbol design, and then as you put it into your hand, it goes, and you get what is effectively almost like a Legionnaire-sized shield. Not quite, but almost.
Okay, and
So
then
you
I
put them
pick up
together.
another one and it goes, and I'm like, okay, and I deactivate one and put it in the back.
Would you like to put one under the camera so they can see what it does?
Okay. I might as well because I have 2.
Okay.
It gives me +1 AC. I have more than 15 AC because I'm in a parasuit. In fact, I deactivate them both and how much is it? 2 hands for mag rifle?
Yeah.
Okay, I carry the mag rifle for now.
Okay. I think you can fire it, but one-handed, but it'll be like a massive negative, I'd say.
Okay.
So, right, in which case we'll jump over to Sandeep, which we won't mention because I don't want anyone to know what Sandeep's doing. We'll jump over to Winter Snow. We won't mention because I don't want anyone to know what Winter Snow's doing. And then we're going to jump back to the group. How are you trying to survive? During the period as you try and survive, FYI, just so you can inform your choices. Oh, holy crap.
There's a lot of
Morgan.
stuff.
Yeah, Morgan gets stuff.
Ooh, this one's for you too.
FYI, if you try and steal things off each other, you totally can.
Oh yeah.
Imogen.
Thank you.
Goldie.
These are all in between.
Are those images as well?
Ninjari
Grab them all.
24.
Okay, Imogen. We'll go Morgan first.
Morgan
Morgan.
first.
Ninjari 24 has given me 3 meals, which Morgan will greedily eat. Fallen of Light has given me a hover cycle. So I go from manipulative witch to Judge Dredd.
I was thinking like Tron.
That's why whenever
Yeah, you go Tron.
that's why whenever I'm writing them down, I like my face
Oh,
goes
no.
'cause I'm-
No one else knows this because I hide it immediately.
Make perception checks,
Yeah,
make
I'm
sneak check.
definitely gonna do that.
Is it bigger than your hand?
I don't know, medium.
Yeah, that would be bigger than your hand.
Oh, then I can't hide it.
You can try and hide it. You
Okay,
can
I'll
roll.
try.
It wouldn't be a
behind
chance.
your back.
Ninjari has given me a medium
got
advanced melee weapon.
I got a total of 11, so you probably don't hide it from me.
I got 9.
So
It's not actually in the camera
5.
shot, by the way. That's what
Oh.
I'm trying to do.
So I got
9
5,
plus
9
Dex.
plus Dex, which is nothing, plus my
Sneak.
sneak. So I got 10.
Okay, what are we rolling for
Just
perception?
beat you with an 11.
Wisdom
Oh,
plus
right,
notice.
wisdom. Oh, right, in that case, yeah.
Yeah,
just
I rolled
9.
I rolled
case,
10 and then I got
Imogen,
one to
you
it.
see as Morgan unwraps and then quickly tries to hide behind themselves what appears to be a ornate but slightly aged, not tarnished, just it has a certain sense of age around it, a longsword. You recognize that longsword immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Along the blade.
Does it have the same transformative abilities?
No, not unless
Okay.
it breaks it. Along the blade, it does say Excalibur.
Feel so good about this. I put it in, like, I guess there's a belt on the assault suit.
Yeah, it'll go. Tink to the side.
Imogen just
Marvelous.
notes this down and doesn't say anything.
Okay.
But she's like, magic item.
I resist the urge to go, like, yeah!
On a homicycle in a power suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Fan art, do it.
Okay,
I still want
Ninjari.
banner.
I want before and after photo.
Okay, so thank you, Ninjari24. Level 1 key limiter, which I immediately use.
Do you have to like deactivate part of the power suit to like, pop the helmet off? And then Imogen just watches this. Just stares at Morgan while
If
they
you want to
do
do it
this.
subtly, you can during the day, you just roll sneak.
No, I just like look back a little sheepishly, like, oh, look at that.
Missing.
Weird! As Imogen takes like another power key out of the one that she unlocked and just like slips it into where she has the other one. She's like, it's a good thing you got one of those
You
finally.
definitely recognize the limiter. It's similar to yours, not exactly the same though.
Oh, the keys aren't the same.
But the keys are the same, the limiter itself looks slightly
Yeah.
different.
More of a taser.
So like, is it like a dragon eating its own tail?
Okay, Ninjari really wants Morgan to do cool stuff. Level 2 key limiter, and again, the awkward silence of...
Oh, yes?
Does that let him do his wizard stuff?
Yeah, that makes them a wizard. That makes them a warlock. I think it's a pact key or something.
Which, Branda, we're going to roll back in time about 10 seconds. As you get into the center, you pick up the rations, you're like, okay, oh, force shields, great. And you get the mag rifle out, you put the force shields on your back. You step forwards and then you stumble a bit as you step in foot-deep snow. And you hear, no, a wizard, not a warlock.
I just look around.
As you've suddenly been teleported by Anonymous, someone doesn't want to be playing. Oh, it's not Anonymous.
This is a slaying hurdle.
Slaying Hurdle teleports Branda to the group.
Okay, I just look around. I'm like,
Where did you come from?
I don't think. Do we see him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right to the group.
I keep
Well-
the visor down, so I'm just in like this
He's in
ornate
power armor.
power suit.
Yeah.
And he
Fuck,
has
he
a
powered
crap ton
up.
of stuff. And he got
Skulls
a mag
on it.
rifle.
Can we hurt each other?
This bad.
No, not in here.
What are you all doing here? Why are you children with that thing?
We're getting stuff.
We're
that
trying not to
thing
die.
is Goldie, and Goldie has a name.
Alright.
It speaks?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Someone must have taught it.
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zeno!
What's a Xeno?
You! And I'm gonna try taking a shot with the mag
Would you
rifle.
like to do a burst shot or a normal shot?
We'll try normal.
Okay.
Because I'm slightly wary of what's gonna happen here.
1d20?
Yeah, I'm going to try and
Okay.
dive out the way.
Sure.
It's got a lot of
1d20
rash.
plus your attack bonus plus your shoot skill.
Okay.
Plus your dex.
Okay. 7. Attack bonus is 4. Dex is 1. Shoot is 1, so 13.
13.
Right.
And what armor do you have?
I don't have.
So Goldie, while carrying these things, it's still just in this grey, formless cloth garment. And it, bang, hits Goldie. The cloth garment tears and kind of singes and melts around the impact zone. And Goldie, you feel nothing, except maybe a slight just tickle of static discharge.
Curse these infernal magics!
Whoa.
Who said anything about magic?
I tend to point the gun at whoever's talking.
As soon as this stops doing it, you are a dead tin can.
How about
Yeah,
now?
sure.
Step through that wall.
No, I'm not stupid.
We can do this, but we got to remember, whoever put us here is what did that magic, I guess.
I want to kill
if
the
that's
shiny
what-
bastards.
Let's kill the shiny bastards.
I mean,
And
they
what-
seem to have teleported you here.
-1 if no.
Maybe they could teleport us to them.
Yeah,
I'm thinking talk checks.
It's
I got 8.
Oof.
Okay.
No, wait.
So 11.
Nice.
7.
Do I roll against, or is it just
You could just do a mental saving throw, or no, because that's a flat number.
What are you trying to do? You're trying to talk him down.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Even
seeing if
Goldie
I
got
believe
7.
them.
I'd roll your. It's for you. It's indoctrination, so I'd say it's probably your wisdom, plus your maybe no.
Okay, I'll take that.
You're going to have,
-1 modifier overall, but sure.
you're going to have to beat a 12.
6, 7,
I don't. I get an 8.
And 9.
So yeah.
I got a 12.
I got.
Okay.
Can you
7.
write that you have multiple force shields and give me the other force shield?
Okay.
Oh God.
I remember how many of those we printed. That's interesting. Oh, maybe. But yeah, so I just like lower the gun, like, will you fight with me against whoever did this to us?
I like fighting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we have to find a way out of here.
Exactly. And I'm going to use...
Have you seen that weird horse thing and that golem thing? What did you say it was?
What, it's a robot?
Robot.
A rogue servitor.
The
I've seen
last
them
robot
before.
I met was a much
It's a
more
rogue?
attractive person.
Oh, it could be anywhere, Dan. They're sneaky.
I've fought rogue servitors.
that truck.
I've fought rogue servitors before and won.
What's
We can
this-
do this.
All right.
Right.
Okay. With that, are you going to try and survive the team for the night?
Yes.
Also,
I guess.
thank you, Quiet Geek, for the conversion bow, by the way.
Ooh, nice.
So conversion bow is effectively a bow that when you pull it, it turns all the kinetic energy into a force field, which then follows the arrow and drills in.
Yeah.
You can use it without penalty.
Yeah. So Goldie's just like, how does it? Oh, that's cool. I get that. Yeah, nice.
Right. So Imogen puts on her winter parka that she now has.
Imogen Parker.
Imogen Parker, which is from Lupin. So Imogen Parker puts on a parka. How many parkas can a parker
Imogen Parker.
if a parker could park? And she also is like, well, she opens this box and she's like, oh, that'll be useful. And she pops out this survival tent from Noctivita.
And she also
notices this and picks something. I've got a lot of things, so she has more rations. She'll be like, I don't think we can live this long, but she's got 15 of them, so you can have they are from Rasputin and Lupin. So she shoves a ration in her mouth while she's eating, and she's like, well, first we should start a fire.
Yeah, you
thinks
can do
about-
that, right? Because you can do
With this, and she pulls out the lighter that she just got
Lucky.
boring.
from Noctivita as well. So yeah, I know, but I'll talk to you about it later.
make
so
a
she's gonna-
notice charisma check.
Oh, okay.
You may choose sneak or you may choose perform.
It should be perform. I don't think I have either of them.
Well, I said we've called the term you can talk to her.
That's a
about it, yeah.
6 with modifiers. Oh, sorry.
I rolled an 8, and
Buttons on
it's
this.
minus
They keep
1, so
catching
7.
everything. I've got the code.
Plus your modifier, probably
I don't-
wisdom. You can
Oh,
choose
wisdom? Oh, okay. And then
I've got a
in which case it's
-2, so
10. Okay.
yeah, nothing.
10. So,
Okay.
yeah, and so she's, so, but I don't actually know. Do you know how to use one of these properly?
What?
It makes fire. Do you know how to make a fire?
Well, yeah, you get like a flint
Sticks.
and a tinder and
Sticks. We need sticks.
oh,
And
and
she starts like
wait,
pulling.
build a fire, do you mean?
Yeah, build a fire, not make a fire.
Yeah.
Build one.
Yeah, I can make a fire.
Let's do that.
Wait, you don't know how to make a. How'd you eat?
Set things on fire.
I get stuff from the dawns mostly.
What's a dorm?
It's like
is it like a type of shop or something?
Sure.
I eat out a lot.
And she also has now
Me
a
too.
medium advanced. She has a second sword. She has a medium advanced melee weapon and a medium primitive melee weapon. And she's like,
Oh,
I don't fucking know what to do with this. I think one of them is just like a really big stake. She's like, I know what to do with this. It's like a pointy. Yeah, you find like she's got one really pointy stick, and she's like, not this one. That's for the vampires. And then one that's like a sword, and she's like, it's okay. I don't
Right.
normally use that.
alright, so yeah.
No. That can be
That one
a
is from
spear
Travis.
with a blood red point.
She cusses profusely looking at this medium advanced melee weapon from Shervis, and it's just like, fuck you, Rasputin. So, like, puts it away.
Yeah.
Gotta be sponsored by
on her
someone.
back.
Yeah. Goldie
Oh, no!
building a fire quietly while she's swearing away.
Then she looks up and she's like, I don't! What are you doing?
So, anyone who wants to find food can roll to try and look for food. Anyone who looks for shelter can look for shelter for the group. Anyone who wants to try and find water for you can do so.
Well,
She also
They're in the alpine zone.
snow,
So
right?
they have to also have some kind of warmth.
Yeah, the shelter is both for sleeping and for at least getting rid of the wind and the warmth.
Yeah.
So she also has a frag grenade from William T.W. Aura, and another force shield. She pulls that out. Doesn't know what to do with it. From Noctivita, and a crude pistol from also William T.W. So she's like, what do people think I'm good at?
Killing stuff,
Whoever's
right?
sending
Yeah.
us materials seems
Sure.
to like force shields. I also have 2.
Is that like a magic shield?
This works.
You say, as this lands very much in the centre of the group, but definitely closer to you.
A key drops into the store in front of me, and I pick it up like, they keep sending me these. And I just
How
pocket
many
it.
of those do you have?
There was another one. I don't know what they're for.
Oh,
Oh, dare for what? Putting into colleting for like, and then
we can get rid of them for you because otherwise.
Have you got your faceplate down or up?
Yeah, I'm like.
Okay, you probably can't still see it very easily. What armor are you wearing?
I'm wearing the armored undersuit.
That would have to go under the collar. Make a wisdom notice check. I'm going to set a DC.
Okay.
Is this spotting a witch? At a
Minus
distance?
1.
Yeah.
But 5.
Yeah, you don't really notice his collar. It seems like part of the undersuit to you.
I am oblivious. It's great.
It's a very weird new environment, so you're kind of a little
It's
bit
a lot
knocked
of
off.
very strange
Yeah.
things.
It helps me with my hover cycle. Keys. Otherwise, it won't start.
he doesn't.
I mean, there's also a
Imogen's like,
mech.
Goldie, we need to go make a fire, and she's gonna take Goldie into the woods.
Goldie, do you actually get taken? You're big.
Or she's gonna be like, let's go.
Goldie's sort of confused, so they're like, "What? But I was just going to tell them." All right,
Yeah.
fine, whatever.
Okay.
And then I'll let you borrow it if you really want. I kind of want to go, but if I could have it,
I'm not such a fan of land transport, but I think I'll keep hold of these for now.
marvelous. Okay, good job. Can I try and pick his pockets? It's smart moves.
What's the rolls? He's picking my pocket.
Okay, you make a dexterity sneak and you make a notice wisdom.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Oh.
So that's 5,
Ooh,
6.
That's not good.
Oh no! I get 6. I think actually, because it's a minus.
I'd say the status quo prevails. You try to pick his pocket, but he feels something brush against him and pushes his hand down. You have to quickly retract your hand. You don't really get a chance. He doesn't notice, but you definitely still don't find the So, you're going to try and find fire. Are you going to do shelter? Do you have enough food between you?
I have plenty of food for myself, and if someone expresses a need for rations, then she'll probably give them to
Mighty
them.
Rick
She
gave
did
you
set
some
up the
extra.
survival tent,
Oh.
so she's not really going very far away. Her goal is just to get wood for the fire and
Yeah.
talk to Goldie
Okay.
about the part where this is a person that kills
Stabbed you.
mages.
You okay?
I'm not standing.
Oh,
Yeah, she's like, so
right.
I think he's an inquisitor in that sense that he murders people who do magic. Which I understand that later you're also going to be one of those people.
Which, as she say, people who do magic.
You realise I've unlocked everything. Just drops down and she's like, I guess Morgan we need some of these later.
Oh,
I will say, if you collect
Wait, why
25
don't-
points worth of keys, you can trade them in for an overcharge. There's 16 points worth of
Yeah,
keys.
you should be keeping track of it.
Okay, I still have them here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she
The
takes
square of the
it.
numbers. So level 4 is effectively overcharged. So the square of that.
So I've got 6 levels of keys.
mine.
You need 16.
Yeah, a 1, a 2, and a 3 is what.
Yeah, I have a 1, 2, and 3. So Imogen doesn't know that. So she takes it and she's like, oh, God. Thank you!
How about a coat?
Who is it from?
This one, thank you for reminding me, was from Noctivita. So she puts it, I'll use it for something, but I can't seem to remember that one other spell that would be really useful right now.
Oh, if you've got one level below, you can pick a level 3 to unlock a level
I have
4.
all of them.
Okay.
So you don't want me to tell him that you're right. All right.
Until, I guess at some point he's going to figure it out, but while we're not trying to actively kill each other, we're just trying to passively kill each other, we should wait.
But how do I know that that's I mean, what if you are trying to mess me over right now and like, but I
If I was really trying to mess you over, I would have set you on fire or something.
but you can't hurt me. Huh.
Yeah, but you stabbed me and you couldn't hurt me. So
Yeah. I'll get it.
With that, does everyone have food for themselves without worrying about
Yes,
trees?
we all have plenty of
Okay, mark off your rations for the night.
You need
Is that
3. Mark off 3. Yeah.
One for the night. We're going to get to the other 2 in a minute.
Oh, okay.
And also because I'm going to
Yeah, but it's I just think we need to get rid of day 1 now.
It's,
Move on.
yeah. Then and
very
one for
behind.
midday, and one for midday as well. So that'll be 2 each, not 1. Sorry. And then if you can make me survival rolls or whatever you want to do for fire, you can feel free to give me some blurb about how you're doing it differently. And are you doing shelter?
I mean,
I guess, yeah, we like melt snow for water and
snake
stuff.
eyes.
And set up the tent.
So that's
What was the roll? Survival?
3. Oh god.
Yeah, normally you take damage from
not
like
in the
falling
camera.
down or whatever. It's not in this camera. Normally you take damage from falling down or something, but because you can't get injured, you just fall into a hole and it takes you a few hours to get out of it. That's going to make the DC for Imogen harder because there's a group. Unless you leave her.
no, she'll help her out of the hole.
Okay.
My God, you funny fucking fell in fucking.
Look.
You're right down there.
Yeah,
Do you need a hand?
no, I'm fine. Just chuck me down something and I'll look.
Imogen, yeah, so she'll roll her survival. Well, that went off screen. That's 7 plus she has wisdom, I assume?
You can use wisdom or intelligence.
Okay, she's good for wisdom because that's what I've got. Mine, and so 8 total.
Okay.
Chuck
Considering you have
down.
other ways of creating fire and stuff, yeah, you can make fire. It's just a case of keeping it going long enough for the wood to actually start burning hot.
I mean, I'll just sleep in my survival tent.
Yeah, you're good. You guys, by the way, your hover bike looks like a horse if you then like chop the legs off and put like rotating
Oh, like in
globes.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, the fucking weird motorcycle.
Okay, make your survival rolls for finding shelter.
7, 6.
Wisdom or intelligence plus survival.
Yeah, so 6.
Okay, 6. Randa?
No, 7.
7.
Okay, I've got a -1 overall for this. So I rolled 2.
Oh no!
Branda falls and gets himself somewhat awkwardly trapped on his back. His power armor is not particularly good at getting him up. Do you leave him or do you help?
Child, I need a hand. My leg is seizing in this snow.
That's a shame. Fine, I grab you and then I try and steal your Imperial seal on the way up.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that the parachute, if I'm allowed to, is adorned with a... With
Totally.
a seal.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
That's
Oh!
4.
What am I rolling?
5.
Notice wisdom perception. I'll give you -1 for this as well because you rolled so low and you're in
Okay,
trouble.
wisdom notice, so this is -2 to the roll. But I roll 7.
No.
So 7 with the -1 they said for the circumstance.
Yeah, I counted that. So.
Okay. Yeah. As you're pulled up, you feel a slight tug at the front of your power armor as you notice Morgan trying to retrieve your purity seal.
And it like just stays stuck there.
It's still stuck. It's pretty well attached. They go into combat.
I'm like, that is not yours to touch.
But
It is earned in battle.
Then
I mean, I didn't earn this one. It was given to me, but I earned some before. I think they just wanted to give me one back.
Yeah, okay, sure. Maybe you will be generous enough to see me in combat, or what? Let's go. Whatever.
All right.
Okay. So you do manage to find a rocky outcropping that shields you from the wind with the firewood that they bring back and the fact it's already pretty well ablaze.
Don't tell me if I know, alright?
Don't what?
Don't tell anyone I fell in a hole.
Yeah.
Problem
No,
is,
your secret's safe with me.
on the way back,
I think they're going to take advantage of you.
Imogen, you and Goldie are trekking through the snow. Goldie's still limping as the leg just it hurt a bit on the way down. Not quite injured, just a little bit
I
bad.
got a splinter in my paw.
And the stars start coming out. You can just about see them around the gas giant, and one of them starts getting larger and larger
What's that?
and larger. Okay.
Imogen starts fucking booking it. It's a meteor, so she's like, I don't she yells that very loud.
What's up,
Make
boy?
notice checks.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
8.
Yeah, you hear, we should stay this
Notice.
time.
What are they saying? Quickly! And I move forward to meet up with them.
Yeah, let's go find them.
Yeah, you run forward, you see them running, sprinting, full pelt towards you on the nearest wall.
I think probably the nearest wall, because like Imogen's mind, like she's like meteors are fucking huge. They
In which
wiped
case,
out the dinosaurs.
you are running away from them. You probably don't see them. Your threshold was not quite high enough in the snow. So you just see like a bit of fire branch kind of just petering out in the snow. Those aren't in sight. And
Does our notice help us see the meteor?
you do see now a light like, woo.
And that's this, right?
Yeah. I need everyone to make me either an evasion save or a physical saving throw if you want to try and just
Okay, so
outpace
D20.
it. Evasion save will throw yourself behind cover at the last moment. Evasion, physical is just a sprinter's.
And your
D20.
goal is to roll under, right?
Yeah. So you roll a d20 and you want to roll under your number.
And
Right,
Rupert,
what's-
I just
I think
wanted
it's
to
over
note
because
that
I'm bad
this
at math.
lovely,
It must be
beautiful-
over because I'm
Yes.
good at mental.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. In which case it's over then.
Evasion.
And Rupert, I just
you're right,
want to
'cause they go
mention
down
that
every
this
time.
lovely meteor strike is brought to you by Hylogen.
I did. I rolled over.
Oh, Hylogen called in a meteor strike on Imogen when Brander's at a distance. Natural 1.
I
Yeah.
rolled a 14, so I think we're getting separated.
Okay,
I rolled a
that's-
13.
I rolled a 5.
Yay.
So
I beat my number.
I did physical save and I passed.
So you passed. You failed.
No, I got
You
5.
passed.
So I,
You
5 is failed.
We're trying to roll over, presumably, because I should be good at mental saving throws.
okay.
Because
So
I think you might have the
failed.
evasion. The
Hylogeo, sorry.
Hylogeo.
save numbers.
Damn you!
The numbers are definitely correct.
Okay, because I thought they thought they ticked upwards. They got bigger, but maybe they get smaller, and so then eventually they just become
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
it's
because
on
you
sheet.
start with you start with them all 15, and as you level up, they lower. So the threshold.
right. I'm
you
level
take something
4.
away from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So
yeah.
you
Yep.
crit passed with 20.
No. I rolled like a 14 or something.
Okay, so you
I
passed.
comfortably
You crit
succeeded.
fail. You fail.
I pass.
You pass. So, Imogen, you just sprint for the nearest wall and you find yourself in the Shadowfell.
Oh fuck!
There's a baleful
This
red
is what
light
hell
over
is. This is. Did I just walk in the hellmouth? This is what hell is.
you. Goldie, however, you turn around to look at it and then turn back and you go straight into a tree.
Is this okay?
Oh no!
Tweety birds. Just...
Anyone tips?
Oh,
Oh, it
sure.
just takes me back.
It must be flavor, but sure, I might give him a knowledge buff.
To identify, yeah.
Branda, you run in the direction of the fire, notice that no one's there, and at the very last moment, you see the meteor and you duck behind a small rocky outcropping. However, Morgan is not quite as fast and still trying to work in that power suit. The hoverbike screeches to a halt, and then the meteor lands. There is an explosion of rock, bits of wood, and steam as the snow is superheated and blasted outwards. The rock and stuff doesn't go that far. The steam, however, does go pretty damn far. You take 0 damage.
I mean, I'm in the Shadowfell, so it's not necessarily that long of a.
You take 3 damage.
Okay. Even with the suit on?
Yeah,
I guess
suit-
there's no...
The suit protects you from mundane explosions. I will say that it reduces the damage to 0 if you've got a
Okay.
assault suit.
Yeah, it's the assault suit.
God.
Thing.
Not if you directly hit them.
Yeah, assault suit.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah, immunity to mundane
actually stopped
explosives.
You will take 4 damage,
What was a
Morgan.
meteor
4,
mundane?
reduced from 2d10 to 1d10.
Oh,
4.
good.
Well, I was in cover, so it's like...
As you are blasted backwards, your motorcycle, however, takes 4 damage as well. Still alive. The motorcycle, yeah, it does a weird
Oh, my
robotic
drone.
neigh and spins.
Yeah, how-
Your drone, 3 damage.
I think...
Oh, it will fail the evasion. Make the evasion save for it.
Okay. The thing has 5 HP. It probably fails. That seems like a fail.
It takes 13 damage. The drone is just obliterated. You can't even find it afterwards.
Damn it.
Oh, drone, it was so nice to
Goldie, however,
see you.
and you're wearing no armor.
Nope.
Oh, you only take 8 damage.
Okay.
3d10.
Right.
That's Could be way worse.
As, funnily enough, you falling to the ground actually protected you as you fall behind a stump of a tree.
How do we know how much, like, how many HP?
Your HP's at the top now.
Is it? Oh, right. Okay, that's fine.
Yours
Yeah,
is
you've got loads.
much higher than mine.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't notice because there's all.
Who's that for?
I don't
I
know.
don't
Oh,
count
okay,
good,
okay.
alright?
In which case, Imogen, as you go through the wall, you find yourself in a place where it's neither cold nor hot. There's maybe slight chill, but it feels deeper than actual temperature. And this drops in front of you. A key.
What does it look like?
This time ornate. And it seems to have, in the end, a slight shimmering pulse.
Hoffrin symbol on it?
Sure.
Because that's the person who gave it to her the last time.
Sure, it's got the
Okay.
Hoffman symbol.
She's like, what do you want from me?
Who gave it to you?
This is from actually Noctavita. It's a psychic overload.
Oh dear.
Just gonna put that over here.
Okay. So with that,
Yes.
you have shelter. You don't really have fire.
We just use some from the meteor.
It's going to go out pretty quick because it's not going to actually ignite.
Huddle next to the molten core of a
So if
meteorite.
you want to hold it at the molten coal, you can, but it's pretty exposed since there's no cover now.
Okay.
So you will have a point. So I'll make you make a physical saving throw for both of you.
That's 20 again, yeah?
D20.
As if am I
You
doing
too. Yeah, you as well.
Okay.
I got
If you're still with Morgan, right?
Yeah, I'll probably be sheltering there still.
Anyone who fails takes a -1 to all skill checks
I
for the next
pass.
day.
Rough. I passed.
Right, hang on, what are we doing, sorry?
Goldie, do you meet up with these guys afterwards?
Probably. I'm going to go, what the fuck just happened?
Where's the other child?
I don't know, she was running, and then I was running, and then there was a tree, and then there was an explosion.
Make a physical
Right.
saving throw.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Natural one.
You take a -1 to all skill checks for the next day.
We need a dice cage.
damn it.
We need a cage to put our dice in so they may be punished for their blasphemy.
Yeah.
Come on, you're new.
Spit
Just
on
getting
it.
to know each other.
Clean
So,
it, Mountain
It's
Dew.
still learning.
Meanwhile, the night
one of
then
those.
goes pretty much okay. There is no real issue except for the fact that
Oh god.
Branda,
Okay.
So yeah, some dolphins show up and drop this
you
off.
two will spot an item drops with Branda as you're all starting to head off to bed. You may try and steal it if you want, but otherwise it's going to go to Branda.
Okay.
It seems to be flat and tablet-sized.
What's
Tablet-sized.
that?
A data slab
What's a data slab?
saying 101 tips to psychers?
One of it is to identify psychics.
101 tips to identify psychers.
It'll give you a +1 to any indications to spotting witches or psychers. Or
Okay, thank you, Chevres.
I'm gonna like walk over to you, lean over your shoulder.
I'm gonna like this is Inquisition business, and they just like,
What's
put it in
the
the pocket.
Inquisition?
Notice check, it'll be relatively high DC.
Okay. 6, I think.
I was looking for more like a
7.
9.
Yeah, that's
Because he
fine.
quickly hides it. During the night, I assume you're all going to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you sleeping?
Yes, no one can be harmed, so I can safely sleep here.
I assume you're going to steal something while everyone else sleeps and then sleep.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, and
Who are you going to steal from? Both?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna like. What would Branda cherish that isn't the seal? Because I'm not gonna steal that now.
Chainsaw.
He's got his chainsaw that he's probably like got his hand on half the time when he's doing anything. He's also got 3 flintlocks that he seems happy to have on just like through his belt.
Oh, by the
in
way,
various spots.
Imogen mentioned enough that you would recognise that Layla is an ex-girlfriend. I think you
Okay.
mentioned
No,
that
no,
when
she
you
said
started.
she was a friend.
Friend, yeah.
Yeah, but you said it in a way.
friend.
Yeah.
Friend.
Morgan would pick up on
Even
that.
Gold is
Yeah.
like,
That would
oh,
count
I
as a
am.
string.
I've had
Okay.
friends before.
So in that case, I'm going to steal from you a pistol.
Okay,
Crude pistol or you just?
I
crude pistol?
only have
Yeah,
crude
okay.
pistols.
I'm going to steal.
Make a sneak check. The DC is just going to be incredibly low because you're asleep.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Plus.
You take a crit pistol.
Am I making a roll or is it just giving it?
If you can make a roll if you want, but it's
It's
gonna be
okay.
incredibly negative.
Have a pistol.
Yay! Handy. Which
Mark
point?
down a string as well.
Oh yeah. I get strings.
Okay. When you use string, by the way, the pistol will melt into nothingness.
Oh.
Okay, I might shoot him with it first.
Yeah, the trick is shoot him 3 times, use the bullets, then melt it.
And then Goldie, make a sneak check. Not Goldie, make a sneak check. Sorry, you make a sneak check against Goldie because Goldie's sleeping.
Yeah. 5, 6.
Yeah, you roll below average. Goldie, make a perception check. There'll be a -3 on this.
Okay. Perception is 2d6 plus. What's perception?
Wisdom plus notice.
Alright. Wisdom.
And then a -3. Because
Hang on, so that's 0, and notice is -1.
yeah, you don't notice.
Okay.
4.
Goldie's had a day.
What does Goldie cherish?
Out of this stuff?
It doesn't have to be. It just,
The hood. The grey smock that she's turned into a hood.
If it's a
Probably,
sword,
yeah, actually. Goldie's like,
Okay, I
And you
take
can use
the-
your sword to just...
Yep. Snip. And then I'm going to.
oh no.
I think I might take a peek at your. If you let
The
me,
data slab.
The data slab.
Okay.
See the title and then.
So you want to hunt a witch?
Yeah, hunting witches for dummies.
yeah.
And then I peace out.
Okay.
I'm laving
Right.
these two.
Do you want to go for the nearest force field, the centre, or the one slightly
The
further away?
nearest one.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
No.
Oh, is that the opposite direction?
It's the opposite direction. You end
Hi.
up
Bye.
in a ruined cityscape as you go. It's no longer cold. It's an adequate temperature. It's about temperate. Humidity is about 70%.
I unzip my parka.
Oh yeah. And around you are bits of technology flickering and dying as it's what appears to be maybe like some sort of sci-fi bar, like it was out of Star Wars Cantina. Bits of trashed, broken roof falling around. Some sort of cars just deceased and broken. It's gonna be hard going, but you can hover up 10 meters in height on your hover.
Oh, sweet.
Right,
I'm going to
so-
ride through an apocalyptic on a hover bike.
On a horse in plate armor.
Now it's dread.
Yeah.
Now. Okay. And then you find sleep.
Then I find somewhere to sleep underneath my
It's
office.
really easy in a ruined cityscape.
Yeah.
So you can do that, no problem. Okay. Morning starts. We'll mark off one ration.
Mad Morgan.
Golly. Branda, you wake up, togetherness and Morgan. You probably would realize that one of your pistols is missing, and that you're definitely got your hood missing.
Like, where's the child? One of my guns!
He took my hood!
I'm gonna skip this.
He took my hood!
Literally, this
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna tear his eyes out,
We're gonna
and then I'm gonna feed him to him, and then I'm gonna,
We're gonna skip that
and then
default
I'm
page.
gonna, and then.
And midday.
I can second this plan.
All right, then. Let's go get him.
Okay, you want to try and do some tracking?
Yes.
Yeah, let's try.
Sure. Make me survival wisdom. Imogen, make me a notice wisdom.
-1.
I was really hoping I don't
so I get
stand deep.
Oh,
5.
8, 9. Okay, I got 9. So I got a +1 on mine.
I get 5 and we got 5 and 9.
4.
Yes.
Am I rolling sneak or something?
Are you sneaking?
Yes, you'll have a massive advantage. I'd say +2.
Okay, so that is 13.
You weren't leaving
14.
tracks, really.
You could have gone through into the next biome if you so wish. You can be deep in this biome, far off the edge. They're never going to find
I'm
you.
going to go into the next biome because I hope
It's thick
winter
jungle.
snow is there.
It's thick jungle. You can turn around immediately if you want.
Yeah, I go back.
Ooh, humid now.
What?
Could mess up my hair.
Yeah. No, Morgan sticks their head in and then like their hair goes off and then they put their head back out. I don't notice shit. I rolled a 4.
My ears are
Okay.
cold now.
Yeah, but as you trudge through the Shadowfell,
Yep.
you're going to kill me. Under a rocky outcropping nearby is a pony with stubby wings, blue hair, and a pink streak.
Your wings are coming back.
I got a thing that was magical and they came back.
Oh yeah, I got some of those too. What are you?
I'm a Pegasus. I'm from Equestria.
I mean, I literally can't argue with that. You are a horse with wings.
No, I'm a pony.
You're right, you are too small to be a horse. Ponies are anything under like 14 hands.
What are you?
I'm a human? Oh, okay, Imogen doesn't know this reference. Lauren knows this reference, damn it! I'm a human.
Why do you walk on 2 legs?
Because I'm not a pony.
Okay.
I'm not planning on killing you right now.
Right now.
I don't know how much of a choice I'm gonna have in the future, because I don't want to die. I've nearly done it several times.
Died or killed me?
I've never killed you, so died. I've nearly died several times.
Make a talk check.
That is contrast boxcars. So a total of you're having me roll talk and charisma,
do you
right?
Want to be my friend?
So 13.
Because friendship is magic.
She thinks through her life experiences. I have gotten through a lot of life experiences because of my friends, and I am probably alive because I have friends. No, I'm definitely alive because I have friends.
I don't know where my friends are. Scout Finch would know how to get out of this.
Right. So we can survive, and eventually we're going to have to leave this awful place and go to the one where we can die.
The jungle.
No, the main one, the one we started in.
I don't want to go to that one. It had the scary robot.
Something tells me they're not going to give us a choice.
Okay, if you want to be my friend, we can team up.
Sure, you're not going to kill me, are you?
What's killed?
Right. Can I ask Winter Snow to roll me a talk check?
7.
Okay. She seems like a tiny, very shy and meek horse. This is either the weirdest dream I've ever had, or someone is going to get a talking to.
Okay. So, you pass into the ruined cityscape. You guys looking for...
We're looking for Morgan.
Okay, you do pass into the ruined cityscape, but you quickly lose any sight. The hover car leaving barely any trace. Morgan just zips constantly around. You probably even spot them a couple of times if you so wish.
That bastard there!
No, they never see you.
Morgan spots us.
Yeah.
Alright.
And
Stalking around with the gun as if it's
as
going
it
to work.
gets towards midday, you will have been given that.
Yeah. Ooh. For me? Aw. Natalie G, thank you very much.
No, Natalie, you're Goldie, you're G.
Oh, right, okay. Natalie, thank you very much. Sorry, what the... I get confused easily. Oh, brilliant! I got one of these things. This is great. Oh, nice. Okay.
What is it?
It's armor. Armored unders. It's a thingy. I don't know. Skipto.
Branda, these will drop for you. Actually, as these drop,
Wait, did you take one that's for somebody else?
so they're all as these drop, you're much faster and you can get height. Do you want to try and steal them as they drop?
Yes.
Make me a pilot
They're
dexterity.
gonna see you.
I'm the only one here with pilot.
You've got -1 skill as well.
Yeah, -1.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's give it a go. 4, 5, 6,
So
5.
Okay. Morgan, how much are you going to just hover above him? If you go fast, you might miss them, but if you're going slow, you
I
can
slap him as I drive by.
make a punch check. That's a D20.
That was mostly a joke, but
Oh, no, if you want to.
okay.
D20 plus your attack plus your punch.
It's not going to end well for you. You've just
It's not
taken
gonna
your
hurt me.
beautiful stealth and ruined it.
I thought I was going for the stuff and not because it lands on him. Right?
It lands very near him, but you've got Tempest height. You can literally hover over the top of him and grab stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to drive by and grab something.
Okay, so you're going to drive up slowly, but slow enough to pick one item. There is a medium-sized package, a football-y sized package, and a definitely something that looks like a bulky rifle-sized package.
I'm gonna go for the football-sized package.
Okay. In which case, Brenda, Goldie, you see a hover bike fly over the top of you, slow down as it misses one of the packages, and go to grab one of them. What do you do?
I'm gonna fire an arrow. Wait, do I have ammo for this bow?
It should say comes with some ammo. If it doesn't say it comes with one.
Oh,
comes
plus
with
you
three.
need
to track it.
Yeah, you need to track the ammo.
In that case, I'm gonna try and take. Well, I'm gonna start to try and take a shot, and then be like, "Fools, no wait, we can't." Can I try and jump
break
up
the
and?
bike.
Yeah. Can I try and jump up and grab the bike?
He's too far away. He's like 10 meters up.
You can break the bike. You hear a voice in your mind say, as you remember seeing the.
If you want to think about that, you can
droid.
make like a mental save to try and think of that.
Shall I do? I'm going to do that as well.
Okay.
You did see your droid get destroyed, so you would know things can break.
Oh yeah.
Mental save.
Do I need to make a roll if I know that
Alright, so-
possessions can be destroyed?
Oh, if you know that, you can shoot the bike.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the bike with
Your
the night
drone
rifle.
was destroyed, so I feel
Right,
like
what do I
you
say? Is it
figured
the
that part
D20 for
A
mental
d20 for mental save. And then try and roll a
Oh,
natural 20.
Crit.
Okay, all you three roll initiative, because it depends if you can grab the item first.
Okay. Seven, 8 with my dex.
Yeah, they're going
Seven.
first.
Yeah.
Make attack rolls against the bike.
Right.
Okay.
You're welcome.
That's a 9.
Oh, crit fail.
Did you roll a 1?
Damn
You
it.
lose the ammo as it goes. Boom.
The dice give it.
Yeah. Dolph's just like, whack.
Okay.
The roll is a 9, dex
hanging
makes
out
it
with
10,
you.
shoot makes it
Yeah.
11.
I'm giving you
Yeah.
With all bonuses, I roll 15.
15. That does hit the bike.
Could have
Roll
run in my
damage.
direction.
Okay, and the mag rifle is
2d8 plus 2.
Can I borrow a d8 off somebody?
Mm-hmm.
2d8 plus
Could
2.
have run in my direction.
That's
Six.
6, so 8.
8 damage. The bike slams. How much damage has it taken now?
It's taken 4 already.
Oh dear.
It lurches to the side and then make a evasion save to grab the item.
That's a 7.
You fail to make the evasion save. Brando, these land on top of you. Please read them out.
Okay. From Oberon Naga, another drone unfolds next to me, and another gun comes out on a little hand thing. And then from Anonymous, I get a plasma projector. What even is that?
Energy rifle.
Okay, so is it even better than the mag rifle then?
It's better to hit, less damage.
Okay. Right, and then a data slab from Matt. Imperial canticles about purging heretics and killing psychos. I'm like, they thought I'd have a lot of reading time in this place.
Okay, you see the hover bike go and crash nearby. Make a evasion save not to take damage when you fall off.
Why can I roll above a 10?
What was that?
Natural 1.
Natural 1, in which case that is going to be a full d10 of damage.
Oof.
That is a 2. It was almost an 8.
Oh, Morgan.
Okay, I have some health left.
Okay, do you go to find him when he crashes?
They.
I go to fight. I go after them.
Yeah,
with the gun. Even though I know I can't actually hurt them, I'm just gonna do it anyway.
God, did you go as well?
Yes.
Okay. So, as it gets towards midday, Goldie, that drops for you as you walk towards
Oh,
Morgan's crash
brilliant! Thanks, Chevres, for the arrows.
position. And as it hits midday, there is a
grapple Morgan and then
boom,
take one of those so
boom,
you can kill them. Yeah.
Oh.
boom, 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 and on the sky, the force field shivers, and the castles appear.
I'm gonna kill you!
I've used one, so you have that one back. Okay, so welcome back, and welcome to the Star Games. We decided to speed things up a little bit.
Oh no.
So, it's midday on day 2. Why don't we bring forward that lethal? They seem to have teamed up a bit too much.
I would love to see that.
So, from when we turn off this message, you can start hurting each other, and you can die.
Also, we might speed up time.
That might happen as well. Oh, and since it's midday, I think it's time for us to activate one of the zone effects.
Ooh, we finally get to release them. Yay!
Now, normally Normally we do this randomly, but
What are you releasing?
well, I've got a choice in mind, and I think you'll agree.
I can't wait.
So far, no deaths. We'll see how long that lasts.
Pity.
And then it cuts. Branda, you're standing right next to Goldie and probably about 50 meters from where the hoverbike crashed. You can't currently see Morgan. Morgan rolled off the side behind debris. It's a lot of debris on the streets.
For those watching, me and Fuzzy just locked eyes.
That happens in game. Both the bugbear and the Inquisitor agent look at each other, lock eyes.
I look back towards Morgan, where we're walking.
Whoever
And
acts
keep
first,
walking.
if you choose to attack each other, whoever acts first will get a massive bonus on initiative. Probably even a right
I
price.
I'm
keep
gonna stab
walking.
him.
Okay.
Okay!
I was gonna kill the bugbear in a minute, but I'm like, let's use the help for killing the other one.
Okay, so, roll me initiative. You can have +4, roll me initiative.
Can I roll initiative as well?
Oh no.
8, 9, 12.
Oh god.
Oh, is it plus
You need
dex
to make
as
sure
well?
you're announcing those.
Is initiative plus
Yeah, I will when they
initiative plus dex?
they
Yes.
use those two, but they haven't used these two.
Jesus.
How did you
Wait, no, it's a
13 on
D8.
Because I got a
D8?
plus...
Maybe, yeah.
Because 8...
Just make sure you don't.
And I
It's
got
plus your
4,
bonus.
9,
No,
10, 12.
Your bonus is the +1.
Oh, yeah. No, but he said plus... I get a plus...
Oh, yeah,
Plus
yeah,
four.
yeah.
Oh,
Check it
okay.
first.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
13. You go.
Yes.
Yes.
And you rolled an 8, so I will say you can basically have a surprise round.
I'm real glad
Yeah,
I'm hanging out
okay,
with Winter Snow of all
Right.
possible
You might be
contestants.
happy you were.
Right.
I'm a convince Winter Snow to give me
Okay,
a ride.
I'm gonna. So I've got this
Giggity.
shocking. Right. Okay. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I can do now. Okay. So I've got the shocking assault thing. So gain punch or stab as a bonus skill. The shock damage of your weapon treats all targets as if they were AC 10, assuming your weapon is capable of harming the target in the first place. I'm using the Vorpal sword as well.
That is capable of harming Branda's assault suit, so feel free to roll an attack.
Right.
Yeah, so if you miss, you deal shock damage.
Right.
Provided
Okay.
you beat the
I'm
AC.
immune to shock damage.
Right. Okay.
Assuming you roll above a
Yeah.
10.
What's
so
the attack again? It's this. Yeah.
D20,
D20
plus 3 plus your skill and stab plus dex or strength.
Dex, I think, for her.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's 3, 4. So what was it?
Stab, so plus 4.
4. Okay. Come on, baby. 13.
17. That's one shy of an 18 AC assault suit. You don't have the shield on.
No, I'm holding a rifle.
It's the Vorpal sword.
It's still not enough. It will still injure him if you roll high enough, but it's a high
It
tech
is high
weapon.
enough. So she beats the AC to
18.
deal shock
My
damage.
AC is 18.
No, she beats it to deal shock.
I'm immune to shock
It's
damage.
immune to shock. Yeah, so you swing the sword, and it does hit the back of the assault suit. It starts digging in, and there's a snick, snack, snick, snack, and like it's trying to actually eat or dig through itself, but you feel it, and you just twist out of the way. You used to be in close combat, you twist out and down, the blade going skittering off the top and overhead. Now, first round of combat, official, what did you get?
I got 1.
Okay,
I got
you're-
7.
So yeah, you're in, Fuzzy.
As I like jump away when I'm not
So-
ready to fight back yet, I'm like, Garrett was right. I should never trust a Xeno.
You started it. Okay, so I'm just doing a normal attack now.
Yeah.
Right. So that's just.
This always applies.
All right. Yeah. So that's just. 9, 10, 9, 13. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, this blow you miss dodge entirely as you step back.
Ah,
Okay,
nothing personal, mate.
Branda, you're up.
Okay. Are we in melee?
Yes.
Okay. I dropped the mag rifle. Wait, is the plasma projector a pistol?
It's a rifle.
Okay, forget that.
And you've only got one pistol left.
It's got a bunch.
No, I've got 2. I had 3. So,
God damn it! Right.
Yeah.
so let me see. I can only draw ranged weapons, so I can't draw the chainsaw. I'm gonna draw flintlocks.
Okay, he draws 2 flintlocks out. Sure.
Here's one.
And you're gonna shoot?
Yes. So.
Okay, this is fine.
I'm checking. There's a lot of things I have to do now. Yeah, I can use pistol-sized ranged weapons in melee because I'm a close combatant without suffering penalties. And that is the. And I can add my shoot skill to any ranged weapons damage roll. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna make an attack. I guess I can only attack with one pistol.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 13.
So that will hit with all your bonuses.
Yep, there's like 6 added onto
Sure.
that.
Yeah,
You fire
that
the
hits.
crude pistol straight into Goldie as she charges at you, and there is a definite ping. The armored undersuit is tech level 4, which means it's immune to primitive weapons, such as
So
the
Goldie's like-
flattened ball of lead that falls off the front of it.
Yeah, so Goldie's like, ha 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 ha.
I'm just like,
This is the
damn
worst
it.
fight. They're like ineffectually flailing at each other.
I'm like,
Morgan.
if it was mine, it would have worked, and I throw them to the side.
Do I see this happen?
Yes, sure. It's loud as a combat.
Okay, so I'm like, I'll kill the one that survives. No, I won't. I'm pegging it.
Okay, make me an exit roll. Strength if you want to go sprinting.
I mean, yes, I will. So that's 4, 5, 6, 5.
Okay. Yeah, it's poor, and they probably noticed, but they're a bit busy right now. Back to the top of the round. Fuzzy, you're up.
Right, can I?
You hear a...
I'm gonna dive behind the nearest sort of bit of rubble and try and hide. Just try and sort of like sneak.
Okay, sure. Make me a sneak roll. Brandon will see where you go, definitely.
Yeah.
You
Right.
get to roll 3d6 and chuck the lowest because you're expertise sneak.
Okay, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so
And then
that's-
re-roll 1
I'll reroll.
if it's better than the 4 you...
No,
so,
okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I just, 10.
yeah, you roll like 12, 13?
What is it? It's Dex
Dex.
plus Sneak, yeah?
Yeah.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
12.
12, yeah.
Yeah. So 12, Brandy, even you lose sight of Goldie very briefly as they dart behind a broken down beam
Okay.
nearby.
Yeah.
Do I recognize the sound that we hear?
Mhm.
Oh no.
As you look up, scaling down the building towards you is a 6-limbed creature. 2 limbs end in big claws, the other 2 end in fingered hands with claws on them. The legs themselves digging into the concrete as it charges down at you.
It's a gene stealer.
It's a beam stealer. And it's going to attack you.
Oh, I don't get a chance to do anything. Oh.
No, it rolled higher than your initiative.
As I say, I just go, hello, beastie.
Jumps down at you, lands just where you were a second ago. Chunk of tarmac comes out of the ground. You're up.
Okay. Crap. Is it in melee range of me
Yes.
right now? Balls. I don't want that. Can I draw my chainsword and use it?
I don't think so. Lauren, is it draw an action, draw an takes action, right? Oh no, if it's readied, you can just use it.
Yeah, it's assumed that
It's
all
readied.
weapons are readied unless
Yeah.
they're stowed.
Yeah. So yeah, you can draw it and
You
use
just use them right away.
Okay, chainsword time.
it.
And yeah, I'm gonna swing for it. My melee's not so great, but it's still a thing. Oh, that was a 16 plus 5 for 21.
That's a hit.
But no, plus it's 22.
Oh, that's definitely a hit. Roll damage.
I'm actually good at stabbing and sneaking. What's the chainsword's damage? 1d8 plus 1. And I don't get any bonuses, damn it. Ugh. 3.
Yeah, you like clip its back. There's a slight smatter of like purple ick or bleeds out as it rolls to the side, gets back on its limbs, and then charges at you. 3. Okay. Morgan, you running, just pegging it?
I don't have the power I want to mess with them with, so yes.
Okay. Roll me a 1d2 for where you end up.
Okay, I guess
1d6 and 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6.
6.
Okay. You go. And you're in a plain grassy field about 100 meters in diameter.
Makes no difference. I'm gonna get killed wherever I am.
At this point.
And in front of you, sitting in the center on the plinth, surrounded by rations, which you've collected, is a robot currently wielding 2 bows, a pistol, a crude pistol. Yeah, those are from earlier. The rations earlier from Woody-Doodah, and of
I
course,
have a drone. Balls.
those are Pindon's
You do a drone,
lightsaber.
No, didn't he just
And as you look
No, he
and
was
lock
like a-
eyes, there's a...
Wait, Sandy has a lightsaber? Oh no.
You look hungry.
Die! I'm rolling initiative for Sandy. Senna's going before you, mate. Okay, top of the round.
Here, take this.
Goldie, you might need it.
That's pretty great.
Goldie, you're up.
Alright, so I'm hidden, right?
Yeah, you think so?
I'm just like, yeah, good luck with that, mate. And I'm going to sort of head off in the direction I sort of like think Morgan would have gone.
Okay, roll me 1d2. You rolled 12 on the last one, so you can have effectively out of combat for free.
1.
Okay. Make me a survival roll as well, just in case you can track Morgan.
Survives, that's 1. 10.
Yeah, you track Morgan well enough. You realise where a limping Morgan, having crashed and scraped their arm, has started going off. You can smell a little bit of blood.
Yeah.
Morgan Vidal. So, with that, Gene Stealer is going to attack. That would be a 21. Branda. Gene Stealer swipes at you, this time digging straight through the assault suit with one of its scything talons.
By the way, I have a drone. I guess that comes in at some point in this round.
Sure, it's on your initiative then.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, Servitor, kill!
You take 9 damage.
Oof.
As it rips through the assault suit, tearing part of your ribcage.
I'm still standing.
I really need you to take care of that robot for me, because I can't
It's
do
not
much
happening
about
that
it.
way. Just putting
No
it
problem.
this day. It's fine.
I'm sure they.
Okay, is it my turn to attack?
Telepathy works.
It's your turn to attack.
Okay, I'm gonna swipe with the chainsword. That's an 11. Ooh,
Nope.
damn it.
And the drone?
And then the drone. Which is... It doesn't say what its stats... Oh yeah, doesn't it use like my stats or something?
If you're piloting it upwards, it's flat +2.
Oh, okay. It gets a 21.
It's...
Good drone.
Yeah, that's a d6 +1.
Yes it is. 3. Okay, I can only do 3 damage to this thing apparently.
You're doing damage at least.
What would a Gene Stealer wish for?
Jeez, it wants to steal them.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And as you do that, and your drone comes in to save the day and actually shoots it, and it goes... those land in front of you.
From Anonymous... 3 meals, space cakes. Okay. Are they just like cakes? I'm confused.
Yeah, they're rations, but
They're
cake
rations,
flavored.
but they're space
flavored,
cakes.
yeah.
Okay.
They're space cake.
Let them eat space cake!
Exactly.
Wait, aren't space
Morgan.
cakes with Whedon?
Oh, that's
Morgan.
special cakes.
Sandeep leaps off the pillar and starts running towards you.
Okay.
They're probably still about 20 meters distant from you.
I'm disappointed I don't have a cycle anymore, so I take out Excalibur and I just charge in.
Okay, and you get into combat range with Sandeep, which
okay.
then brings us to bottom of the round, top of the round.
I do a thing first.
What?
I make myself look like Sandeep.
Okay, you spend your effort,
My only effort.
your only effort,
You win,
you
what?
make yourself go. Suddenly, you look like Sandeep.
Cool.
It's not gonna be good when they show up and try and kill you!
Yeah, but they're going to be more concerned about Psychers, I think.
Okay, Goldie, you're the top of the round, aren't you?
Yeah.
You find where this is where they ran through the shield, and you go through the field, and in front of you see 2 Sandeeps with lightsabers going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I feel
sort
like
of like...
technically it's one with a lightsaber and one with a sword.
No, the sword. I'll say all swords are changes for fairness.
Can I hide at this point?
I'd say you're pretty hidden there in
Yeah.
combat. You roll
All right.
amazingly.
So yeah, I'm just gonna sort of I'm just gonna wait and see what happens
Okay.
with my bow ready.
Make me another stealth check just for the
Alright.
waiting stealth.
And I'll reroll that one. Oh, okay, 7.
7 even
Wait,
with the
wait,
reroll.
8. So
9.
9. Possibly 9.
You
Yeah.
got +1/+1. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 9. 9 stealth. Okay. Note that down, and it's going to be that d6 spot you. Right, we get to the Gene Stealer. Mrs. Branda. Branda, you'll go.
Good. I'm gonna just keep swinging with the chainsaw. I'm just like, Phyrexion! And I roll a 12, which is 18.
And that hits.
Okay. I forgot what the chainsaw does.
1d8 plus 1.
Yes, okay. That's
Nice.
7, so you got 8. Much better. And then the drone is a 14. Is that a hit? Okay.
No. It leaps to the side and the bullet skims off its carapace. Which brings us down to Sandeep.
And Sandy.
the Sandeep Prime, 17.
I've got a assault.
Just digs off your assault suit, cuts into the side but not deep enough for...
Oh, you're fine. You have an assault suit.
Morgan.
Probably shouldn't have exploded. That's where most of the damage came from.
Attack plus strength of dex plus your stab.
Right. Okay. So I get a 5.
No. You have an attack modifier.
Oh, so I
add
get
that.
a 7.
Okay. And then you have no stab?
I have -2 stab.
Yeah, when you don't have any points in a combat
You have
stat, it goes
for
to
some
-2.
reason. Yeah, no, because I have -2 in all
Yeah.
of the combat stats.
Yeah. Sandeep, by the way, isn't wearing armor. You feel your armor around you, though it doesn't look like it.
I have points in stab?
Getting medieval. You had it in.
Yeah, you're right. I did put stuff in that.
Yep. Which brings us to, I'm going to say, pop over to you guys. Imogen and the Pegasus are trotting along next to each other.
Yep.
And you see the force field start to shrink.
That's what they meant by time speeding up. I think we need to move into the center.
You can now, and you'll have more maneuvering room, or you can stay in this zone, in which case the zone's going to be very small.
She's gonna look at Winterstone. She's gonna be like, "How did you get your wings back? Oh, they're very small right now. Can you fly?"
I had a key, and it made me grow them back.
So it reaches in, like one of these.
Yeah, like one of those. Do the pin down, a level 1 key for Winter Snow. Like this, touches it, nothing happens. It flickers a little bit, but nothing happens.
She's like, can I look at it?
Okay, you're my friend,
She's
right?
like, yeah. She puts them both next to each other and she like compares them. And we'll say this is like her level 2-1 versus her level 1 key.
No, one looks slightly more on it.
Okay. She'll hand the 1 back. So it's Winter's. And then she hands her the level 2 key.
Okay, as you let go of the level 2 key,
nice.
it shimmers and then melts. I use it.
Nice. Awesome. That's cool.
And then her wings... Ow!
Sorry, that didn't mean that part.
And they're back to almost where they used to be. And as she gets up,
Fly.
a box falls down. Probably about 10 inches by 10 inches by about 4.5 foot. Is this for me?
I don't know. Does that...
Tag says Winter Snow.
Yeah?
And presses the bow, and the bow just...
It had a big pink bow on it.
Pilot Geo sent me a rocket launcher?
Imogen looks at them, she's like, the last time I saw rockets, they were inside someone's chest.
What?
Never mind. Do you know how to use that?
I think I take a -2 attacking with it.
Honestly, I think I would as well.
Okay,
I have a question for you.
what's that?
You can't fly yet, can you?
I can fly a little bit.
If you, say, became normal amount of flying, would you be able to give me a ride?
Make a talk check.
Yeah, I was like diplomacy.
That's 8 plus talk 9.
So, for people back home who are like, she has no hands, My Little Pony.
They have cartoon
They
hands.
have
They can
ways to
Opposable hooves?
Yeah,
Yeah, they have opposable
they have ways
hooves.
to use things. It's
Malleable,
magic.
opposable, multi-purpose suits.
Xenos.
You're my friend. Yeah, I could do it, my friend. I left my friends back home.
I did too.
She hugs you. You're being hugged by a cartoon horse.
This has to be a dream. She'll hug Winter Snow back, and then she'll reach in and she will pull out her level 3 limiter key, and she will give it to Winter Snow.
As Winter Snow touches it and you let go, there's a
Sorry, I really don't
almost
mean that part.
Pegasus, almost
Alicorn.
Alicorn-sized wings shoot from her back
All right. Let's
She too has an overcharge mode.
pony,
awesome.
pony up
I
and
know that part.
try not to die. High hoof.
Hoof ho.
You know, we can actually do this in real life.
I forgot we can do that.
Yeah, so for you, it would be more like that.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that was on camera at all.
And you get onto Winter Snow.
Yep.
Winter Snow
We're gonna ride
Yes, the
right
guy-
into battle.
flies up and
That's
has the
amazing.
rocket launcher in her front hooves.
Yep, and Imogen pulls her sword out and she's like, for the honor of Grayskull?
As you fly through the center barrier, as you see below you, make a notice check.
I'm guessing you have multiple crude pistols. Can you note it and give me
Okay.
these?
Snake eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, you see two Sandeeps fighting each other with lightsabers.
Right.
Thank you.
Roll initiative.
Cool.
I'll say Winter Snow acts on your initiative because you're effectively.
I got an 8. So that is as high as I have a 0 initiative.
Okay,
Dex.
so Goldie, you waiting?
Yes, I'm just gonna sit and wait till everything's,
Oh, Branda. Your drone takes 4 points of damage.
That might kill it. Oh, it's on 1, I think?
It's on 1, I think. It's in poetry.
It's
Jeeves
on
smacks
1.
the drone bang off a wall, clatters to the ground, but it's still moving.
Yeah, anyone who wants to draw fan art of Imogen riding Winter Snow
Wielding
into
a rocket
battle,
launcher
wielding a
and,
rocket launcher
We
and
have
a
so much
sword.
fun with stuff here.
Oh no, it's the spear of it's a spear of Longinidus. That's what she's wielding. It's
Which, as you begin flying through the barrier, that drops in front of you.
oh, also she had a data. She pulled out a data slab at one point, and it just says Corp Tech Support on it, and she's like, I guess if I don't. She just puts it away. It's from Miss Amy Hoyle. Thank you. That's why I cackled earlier because I didn't know what to do with it. And now she gets 41st Millennium Tech 101 data slab that drops in front of her, and she's like, I live in the 20th
You
century.
now recognize the armor that he was wearing.
She just pulls it out. Ah. Excellent.
You're somewhat disappointed by the fact that the armor's the 41st millennium. It's only somewhat advanced.
Rob could have made something better than that.
Oh,
Called shots on Benton's character with Benton's character.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Disappointed and elated. You're up.
Okay. Chainsword. I'm just gonna keep at it. Gonna kill this gene stealer. Nothing else matters now. Oh. 13, which makes it a 19.
lucky for
And
some.
that's a hit.
Okay, D8. That's a 2, so 3 damage again.
You have a thing.
Yep, and then the drone.
Just wait till he starts rolling his action dice.
That's a 9.
No.
Nah. It's
Which
like
brings
glitching
us
out.
to Sandeep, who is attacking you.
Uh-huh.
Natural 20. That means I double the damage, doesn't it?
I think it's you just do max damage.
Yeah, actually, no, there's no crits in the system. There's no crits or crits
right.
fails. I homebrewed that they did max damage, but that was my homebrew.
Okay. In which case, I will homebrew that one of the dice does max damage. Don't roll it, otherwise it'll be a very powerful thing.
One of the dice.
If there's multiple
That's
dice.
enough to kill you.
So the 1d8
how much
he would
health do
normally
you
roll.
have?
The 1d8 Sandeep would normally roll is a 8 plus 1. That's 9 damage.
Okay, I'm dead.
How much do you go down to?
I go down to 0.
Exactly 0. Okay, well, I'm going to just stall on this for a minute while I do the description in case a death proof comes in. So I'm going to, for 1 minute, I'm going to describe your death. So,
Really fucking long description.
yeah. So, you're not really used to using a sword.
Does anyone want to save Morgan? Huh?
You're not really used to using a sword.
No.
So,
there's a way to
while
save people.
you have a very strong Excalibur weapon and you have amazing armor, Sandeep is actually a trained murder robot and does have a lightsaber. So, with that, every time you swing, you overextend, and Sandeep bides his time. He waits. He waits a little bit longer. He waits slightly longer, and as he just gets a measure of when you're going to overswing, and your blade just swings past his head about 5 inches away, he lunges in. And the lightsaber goes straight into your chest, plunging through the assault suit, plunging straight through your internal organs and out the back. Melted, bubbling metal runs down the front as it begins to glow red hot as he gets right up in your face and says, "Ha ha ha, die."
is what Morgan says, and I presume drops the metamorphosis.
If it happens before you bleed out, we'll see. If it happens before you bleed out. Right, so that brings us to the end of the round. Morgan.
Yeah, if the metamorphosis drops, that might be a good thing, because then I may or may not suggest the rocket launcher use. Because right now I'm real pro rocket launcher on the two sandeeps.
As you bleed out, your conscious was dropped, which means it needs you to commit effort, right? Your effort would go. Yeah, so you see Morgan now in an assault suit, melting, bubbling metal.
Hold on the rocket launcher, Snow!
Okay, what does it do, by the way?
Do you know what an explosion is?
I think like fireworks?
Yeah, something like that.
So fireworks.
Snow is too pure for this world.
You know, someone who's a confetti cannon.
Like a confetti cannon and fireworks.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
People apparently can't prime death proof on the list anyway.
Oh.
Was it taken out?
Oh, you didn't have it on the thing, I don't think.
Was it on the thing?
No.
Oh.
Morgan's dead then.
Well, rip.
And that proof is it might not be on the Tilt 5. It's not on the Tilt 5. If you put in, it's the $200 mark.
I
So
think it is, though.
if it is on the Tilt 5,
I'll check, though.
Also, can I ask a favor that if Morgan does die as the storyteller for Avalon, can I say something afterwards?
totally.
Cool, great. I just have a voice.
You never
I
gazed
want to
into
talk
the
to you.
abyss. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gazing
From
pretty
left
deep into the abyss right now.
And the abyss really wants to have a chat.
Yeah.
If Death Proof isn't there, it's a $200 thing. So just get any $200 thing and write in the person. Just put Death Proof Morgan as the actual person, and that should go through.
I can add it to the list.
And yeah, Maggie's going to add it. It'll be up there in a few minutes. But if you want to do it now, just put Death Proof Morgan in a $200 thing.
Yeah. Goldie's just sort of quietly cackling to himself, just going, yeah, shouldn't have nicked my hood, should you?
Which brings us to top of the round. It's going to be Goldie waiting.
Just waiting.
Okay.
The boat.
We're going to do Gene Stealer, which is a hit.
Oof. Against 18, damn it.
Your drone takes 8 damage.
Oh, the drone, okay. The drone just definitely dies.
Smashed into pieces.
Yep.
Completely ruined. You're up.
My good work, Servitor. You will be remembered. And then I'm going to attack it with a chainsword.
Okay.
Whoop, it's gone there, but it's 11, meaning 17.
17 will be a hit.
Alright, D8. 8, so 9.
Nice.
Flavor this for me.
Alright, so yeah, I do like a swipe across and just like tear open like its jaw or something, and it like reels back and leaves an opening. And I'm just like Phyrexion and just run it straight through.
Hand on pommel, you push it to the center. There's a as it goes through the bony carapace and starts to dig in, and then it pulls straight on. The G-Steel is pulled towards you, and in your face it goes, and then goes limp as you pull the ichor out.
Hit reverse on the chainsaw.
And then like kick it off with I like reverse on the chainsaw, just
Lands nearby.
and then I look around for something else to kill.
Okay, so going back to the center, Imogen on Winter Snow. What would you like to do, Imogen? You can tell Winter to fire, and she'll do it on your turn.
Morgan looks like they're dying, but there's also a murder. What's the Sandeep robot doing?
It will have spotted you now.
Oh,
But
okay.
it seems pretty intent currently on Morgan.
Yeah, rocket launcher's not a bad idea. Because I have no idea Goldie's there. So, how many shots of rocket launchers are one use? You know what? We're gonna start with, because she doesn't know that this doesn't work. She's going to try and use some telekinesis to throw Sandeep farther away from Morgan's body.
Okay.
So that's, I'm going to use it at power level 2, so I'm going to commit effort for the scene. And do I roll? No, it just happens, right?
Yeah, it just happens. No, actually, you would roll. You'd make an attack roll with your wisdom.
Yeah, that's right. So,
And if you have punch, otherwise just equal 0.
okay, we'll just roll it with my attack modifier, right? 2.
Doesn't need to be particularly high.
So 2 plus 2, so total of 4. I got 11 on the die, so 15.
15, I'll say, is enough, because Sandy doesn't even have armor. Sandy,
Get away from here, then!
Midair. Whee!
For 7 damage on a d8.
Smacks into the central pillar. Whee! Confetti rocket launcher!
Yeah, let's do that now.
Oh no.
Sandeep doesn't have any armor.
Sure.
So 13.
Okay.
-4 shooting a human-sized target. 9. Plus Winter's attack bonus, which is 2. That's a hit. Sandeep's AC is 11. That's 11.
Perfect.
So as Sandeep hits the pillar, because
Good work! No!
the center explodes, the pillar turning to shrapnel.
Is it like bits of things fly into the air like shiny bits of metal? Yeah,
Probably.
yeah,
I'm gonna roll
confetti!
the damage. That's 9. And 9. And 9. Sandeep takes 27 points of damage.
Someone just said meat confetti.
Oh, we made some
Sandy's a
chunky
robot.
stuff.
There's a robot. So there's just
Pink
shrapnel of robot just explodes
Yeah, exactly.
around. There is no death saving throw because it's a heavy weapon kill.
Yep.
So there's no bleed out. Sandeep is reduced to parts and bits of machinery mixed with the sort of marble-esque plastic.
Give
that
a
flows
pony
made
a
of.
rocket.
How does Winter
Pony up.
And pony up
How does
and
Winter
make
Snow
confetti.
react to having just murdered someone?
no.
That was confetti. No, it's fine.
It's not very colourful.
I guess we just need another rocket. We'll hope that one's better.
There will definitely be sparks.
Where did the shiny human thing go?
I think they probably got taken home.
Make a perform check.
Oh,
These belong to Sandy. Sandy's no longer in the game.
Pure. I got boxcars.
Okay, can we rocket someone else?
Yeah, hopefully we can. She looks up
she
into
only
the
has one
sky.
shot.
Yeah, that's why I'm
So someone would have to donate to give her more ammo.
This is the most ridiculous game.
I'm loving it.
She's like, I think, Sandeep just went, that robot just went home. Just,
Thank you.
okay.
They're in a better
Wakanda
place
and
now.
Peter.
Send everybody else home too.
Right. In which case,
Send the rest of them home, and she pats Winter Snow on the head.
I don't even mind dying like that.
Unfortunate. Oh no, God,
Imogen,
I can't
this lands
use
in
the
front of
ultra
you, though.
magic though. And just catch it out of the air.
yeah, literally in the other hand,
Cool. I've got 2 of them now. She adds another crude crystal to her collection
Randa, these drop.
from Aurora 416. Thank you.
No death proof drop, right?
Okay, meanwhile in the
Make a
city.
death save. D20.
Imogen's never been going to the good place.
That is a 9.
Mark 1 death.
I mean, I've only got 1.
Mark 1 towards death.
In the city, another drone drops next to me, and I'm like, good, they're keeping me supplied.
Who from?
For the Emperor, and that's from Oberon Naga, and then a backpack doesn't seem to be from
You
anybody.
got actually 2 of them.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
package of 2. One
Two
from Oberon
drones
Naga
dropped.
and one is from Kenneth87.
Thank you very much. 2
No,
drones
don't think you have
dropped.
that many.
And I'm like,
Okay.
forwards for the Imperium, and I'm gonna go for the
Have-
center.
And can I have one of those?
One
how
of
many-
what?
Know how many you have and give me all of the extra sheets you have.
Stalker drones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that brings us to the top of the round. Goldie, you still hiding?
Yep.
You see the central pillar explode, and a bit of Sandeep lands right next to you. It's like the head. It's going, ha ha ha.
Better than me.
Okay. Right. That brings us to Gene Stealer. Imogen. You see Morgan bleeding out.
I don't see anyone else. I will probably spend my turn then.
Make a notice check.
Yeah, that's and if that's my action, that's what I'll do. If it's not,
Okay, Winter Snow Wolf as well.
9 plus. I actually have wisdom. 10, 11 plus.
One more ammo.
No notice. So 10.
Okay. You see a bush with slight furry ears because it was a 9, right? And Winter Snow, something drops in front, and Winter Snow's like, oh, confetti! Oh, look! It's a bug bush! Who was the ammo from?
The ammo is from Inquisitor Raven.
Inquisitor Ravan gave ammo to the pony.
But that's a Xeno! Oh, but it's killing another
Your
Xeno.
AC is
13 with the armored
plus
undersuit.
2, -4. It doesn't hit because of the -4 against a human-sized target. It does incinerate the bush as it lands next to you. You have to sprawl sideways out of the bush.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh
Bang!
shit!
Imogen's gonna follow up with. She's like, I mean, this is this is where I am at now. I'm gonna lean into this. I'm gonna just lean into it, and she's gonna use which armors are immune to the fire? Because she just read tech support.
Only assault armor is immune to mundane explosions.
Okay, cool. So she can use fireball. Excellent.
Fireball might do less damage against advanced armor.
That's fine. I mean, that's her main offense because she doesn't have any bugbear blood yet.
There is probably some on the ground after that explosion, but it's very minor.
Yeah, because I have to commit effort for the scene anyway. So I'm gonna roll fireball. She's like, wizards be wizards, I guess. And she hurls a fireball down at the bugbear.
Okay. It's an evasion save, right?
Yeah, so you make an evasion save.
Alright, so that's...
You need to roll over your... you need to roll 11 or higher.
Yes. Right.
No, on a d20.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, come on. 14! Yeah. Goldie's just like...
1d6 on a miss.
Okay. And then advanced armor, do you take half or anything, or...?
Targets wearing tech level 4+ armor receive half damage.
Okay, so...
Yeah, tech level 4.
Roll d6 and halved.
Alright. You take half of 5, so you tell me how you want to divide that.
Well, 1 goes up to 1, 2's 1, 3's 2, 4's 2, so that would be 5?
Yeah.
So that'd be 3.
3 damage, right.
As
Sorry.
the fireball, bang, explodes in the impact crater and also covers you in fire. That brings us to Morgan. No death throws yet?
No.
Death saving throw, Morgan.
See? Just more confetti.
I mean, people
That's
gonna die.
13.
1 towards life.
Oh.
That brings us to
Going D&D rules, but not meat grinder, I see.
top of the round. It's Imogen, so Imogen and Wintersnow.
By the way,
Oh wait, no, it's Goldie then. Goldie,
Right,
you're up.
yeah.
by the way, I'm
So-
making for the center.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Goldie's just looking at you, just like...
The pony's definitely getting closer. It doesn't seem to stay aloft for very long.
Yeah,
But it's getting closer.
so yeah, Goldie's just gonna immediately fucking shoot the pony with her there.
Full damage is brutal.
Yeah, conversion bow.
Hopefully Richard doesn't die.
So that's what am I rolling for this first?
1d20.
Hang on,
plus,
I've got sniper, so gain shooters as bonus.
that's only if you're doing execution attack. You're not, so it's just a standard attack.
Wait,
yeah,
skill
execution
check.
attacks when you like line up for 5 minutes or something. 1 minute.
Right.
Use the d20,
Right, a d20.
and then plus your shoot, plus your attack bonus, and plus your
You're
dex.
shooting at...
So 3,
The horse,
no, plus,
yeah.
plus 4. So right, okay, 5, 6, 9. Crap.
9?
I rolled a 5.
Wintersnow's just like, oh no, we're getting shot up by confetti. Whee! Just like a barrel roll.
Okay, there are things that murder people in Pony in Equestria.
Yeah.
If you watch the movie, but it got very potentially violent.
It was really dark.
Yeah.
But from our
Also didn't see
timeline,
it.
we didn't do that dark. So our timeline, it never got that dark.
Can I shoot and move?
No one died. You can do a bit.
Okay.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to try and sort of run for cover behind the sort of the nearest post or whatever.
There isn't any in the center. You'd have to go into the zone.
Yeah, in that case,
There
I'm
was a
gonna
pillar.
It was a pillar.
Alright, in that case, yeah, I'm gonna run back
Okay,
out of the
sure.
zone.
As you run out of the zone, you go, "Woof," and look, and right in front of you, what distance would you like to be?
Fuck.
Probably like 5-10 meters.
I'm just striding towards, so however
10
soon
meters
I'm
away
getting
then.
there. I've
If it's
I've
striding.
reloaded my flintlock as well, which I think I can do in a round because I've got a thing for that. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run and go. Hey, somebody! In big fireballs! Run!
And I just shoot you with the mag rifle.
And both drones.
Yes, I'm like, the Xeno, kill it.
Okay, roll the attack rolls.
Okay, so mine with the mag rifle is 12, making that 18.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, mag rifle is the D4,
No.
D8
no.
even.
Way too fast.
So 8.
You're fine. You've still got like 20 hit points left.
And then, well, yeah.
You have more than a full Imogen of health.
It's gonna take a while, and then drone number 1 gets an 11.
Nope, that's
Okay.
fine. Just so you-
Drone number 2 gets an 8, so nope.
Did you hit with anything?
Yeah, I hit with my. I got 8 damage with my
Cool.
mag
Okay.
rifle.
Bear in mind,
I think. Wait,
future-
what is the mag rifle? Did I roll that right? Oh, it's 2d. It's 2d8 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me roll another d8.
Shit.
Okay, add 6 onto that because it's a plus 2, not a plus 1.
How much damage do you take?
I've got 5 health left.
The bugbear is looking very bloodied.
Okay.
That brings us to Imogen. What do you like to do?
I am going to say, like, let's not follow them, because Imogen's figured out they're going to end up in here eventually. So let's just hunker down and wait for them.
Okay, we can go in that little bit with all the bits of metal and
Yeah.
rubble. Where did the metal come from?
I think it's confetti.
Oh, it's weird confetti. Okay. Whee!
So she'll let Winter Snow recover her ability to fly again.
Winter Snow picks up some of the bits and stuff, throwing them like confetti.
Imogen is just like this. She's too pure for this world.
Okay.
What I've got to do.
Morgan, death saving throw.
Let's hope that I die. So I don't. That was a 16.
One towards life. If you get your next one towards life, you'll be stabilized, but you'll also be teleported out of the ring. If you get 3 deaths, you get teleported out of the
You
ring.
have one more rocket.
So getting one more success would be good.
From Slaying Hurdle.
Ooh, confetti!
Let's wait until we see someone.
Poor Goldie's
When they
really
show up,
outclassed
I think
by
they're
Make a talk
Come
check. You told her it was confetti, and she likes friends and confetti.
I got 12 on my talk check. Let's see what happens again.
She really thinks it's confetti.
No.
loves confetti.
7 plus talk, so
Okay,
8.
yeah, you're good enough. Ooh, so like a surprise party.
Yeah, exactly like a surprise party.
Oh no.
Goldie.
Oh no.
Goldie's just...
Imagine you just see her face. She just is like,
Goldie, you're up.
Thank you, Slaying
Right, so there's a crazed Pegasus and an angry mage that way, and then there's a crazed dude and 2 weird little things here.
Like some sort of mud crab with a gun. With a tiny bow.
Yeah, I imagine that a hand comes out the top of the drone holding a gun.
Yeah, totally.
Goldie's gonna dive back through.
Okay.
Fuck it. And just sort of is there any cover at all?
No, it's completely barren grass. The idea being that is a killing field.
Alright, Goldie's just gonna basically run towards the scary mage things.
it's time for a surprise party, Winter.
Winter would have fired, but was reloading that turn.
Yeah. In fact, no, Goldie will stop and just fire at them. Because,
Who are you
Sure,
targeting?
This comes down for Brander as he starts to walk forwards
God, I
in the
hope-
shape of a tiny sky beast. Hovers just
Shape of
above
a
the ground.
tiny sky beast, another drone, with a gun coming out the top of the ship. Okay.
Alright,
I'm like, what?
From who?
What? I mean, it's from Mortis Germ.
Mortis Diem Lost.
Okay.
There we go. We're almost at our goal, by the way, so
sure you know how
get
to-
something in. Come on, into that.
Yes, we are currently at, let me refresh,
Whose turn is it to act? It's... You acted, you
3,875.
didn't act, because you ran away.
Okay.
You were with Winter Snow, and Winter Snow reloaded.
I'm gonna run through after Goldie.
You run through after Goldie, make a notice check.
Okay. That'll be -1 to whatever I roll, so I roll 7.
Okay, no one particularly hit, so you see in front of you a bugbear running away from you, seemingly attacking something, and in a little ditch ahead you see a pony with a rocket launcher aiming it, roughly in your direction, and Imogen just looking at Goldie, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have
Actually
a prepared
confirmed.
action or anything. She was just
Oh,
waiting.
this one. This last. Okay, cool.
Small part of me hoped the scene was
Okay.
going to end so I could recover my effort, but that's fine.
no effort for you.
It's
Oh,
okay. There's a
I
lot
think
of
this
grass
is the
around.
final scene.
Morgan,
hobo
making
pony.
your death saving throw.
This is the only way I could have wanted it to
Controlled
go.
by Imogen. Oh god.
That's 6. I am
Okay.
1 away from death.
You're
Okay.
also one away from
Life.
undeath.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before you make your next roll, your next roll could kill you, so they teleport you out. So before your next roll, you will get teleported out if you aren't saved before then. You also see the body of Morgan lying on the ground with a burning metal hole through it. Looks like some energy weapon penetrated.
Okay, and maybe a bit of a
You
pile of
never
shrapnel
figured
opposite-
out that Morgan was a heretic.
Well, they stole from me, so I was all
Bad, but
I
they're
was
not a
all for-
heretic.
I was all for killing them.
Okay.
Yeah, it was general heresy.
Right, getting to the top of the round, the bugbear.
Okay, so there's an angry dude behind me and an angry pony in front of me.
Rocket launcher.
So I'm going to dive to the side.
Do you want to try and do a last minute dive to the side to hit the guy behind you?
Yeah.
In which case, you'll have to make a check when it comes to the attack. If you succeed, it'll go to the guy behind. If you fail, it will hit you.
Okay.
God, it's like that showdown. That actually plays. So that brings us to Winter Snow and Imogen. Winter Snow, surprise!
Not gonna stop her.
I think that's like a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Make an exert dexterity roll.
Okay.
Or an evasion save. No, evasion save's a set, so it has to be a exert dexterity.
Okay.
I mean, it could be an evasion save to not get hit because she prepared her action, and then she would.
Yeah, evasion save. Make an evasion save.
Okay. Where's
Is it just a D20?
Just a D20.
D20.
I think 11.
Because if not, it would hit Goldie. And...
4!
Okay. Whee! Surprise! And out the front, slightly different. The smoke is pink. It hits Goldie's center sternum, and suddenly there's a puff of sparkles and confetti that bursts around. Little sparks go whee! You take no damage.
There's a small part of Imogen that's like, I'm actually really glad that happened. That's going to kill more people.
They actually donated for actual. They put in their comment that they would like it to be confetti. Confetti.
That's fine.
Imogen, what are you doing?
So it's Imogen's turn. So she's going to. How far away is Goldie?
Oh, what?
How far is Goldie?
Yeah.
They've been running at you, so probably halfway between.
Can I see? Can I see Goldie's eyes?
No. Acting at the same time as a firework, the firework would have blocked the line of sight briefly. Sorry.
Then that's fine. So Imogen is going to.
It's going here. That's really funny.
You know what? How close?
About 15 meters.
Is the confetti
Then she's gonna
kind of a smoke cloud?
Slightly.
There's still a chance.
Am I in the center now, or am I about to
frag
pass
grenade
through?
is a really
You were just into the center.
bad
So I'm
idea.
visible. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Brander is there with 3 drones.
Cool. All right. If she sees that much, then we're gonna hurl a fireball. Like that sounds like a great idea.
Oh, good.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. You can find out that I'm a witch, and then I can realize that you're there, and then I will murder you by draining the blood from your
try
body.
what I can.
Yes.
So she's gonna commit another effort for the scene. She's like, confetti, and just hurls this fireball at Goldie. So it's an evasion save.
Evasion save. You don't need line of sight. You need to just hit the area nearby.
The closest one. I don't know. You're pretty far away. I guess
50
you're
meters.
50 meters. I don't have a range on this. It's
Come
just
It's at the limit of the range.
yeah.
Alright, so 14?
Nope.
Plus.
You don't save.
Okay, right. God.
So you get 2d6
Wisdom zero, two things
damage. But then
Yeah.
half of that,
7.
so it's 7. So that would be half of 7 would be.
Round up.
4.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm on 1 hit point.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
that's fine. Yeah, we're almost there. Okay, Goldie, you stumble around in the fog and the confetti. It
Glitter,
burns
fire.
up. The confetti starts like burning up. The bits of glitter start melting and raining down as droplets that singe your fur. You're alive.
Imogen's like, oh, that must have been a faulty.
And Winter Snow.
They all
Make
see
a notice check. You may not see this. Make a notice check because you're in the smoke and fire.
Alright, notice is 9.
You do see this, okay. In front of you and Winter Snow, closer to Winter Snow than it is to Goldie, lands a rug. Plump.
Imogen doesn't understand this.
Oh! It's a magic rug!
Is it a flying rug?
Yeah, leave it alone, it's mine!
You said it's a flying rug. Make a talk check. Okay.
She did also say, leave it
Form.
alone, it's mine.
Form. Yeah, form.
Okay.
Charisma form.
Charisma form. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
6.
she leaves it alone. Okay, if you want to get your rug, it's over here. Make. What are you doing on your turn?
You're just not gonna let Winter die. She can't.
What are you doing, Brenda?
Okay, Goldie's right in front of me, and I've got a mag rifle. Actually, I could order my drones to do that. Do I have to determine orders now and then?
Yeah, you just roll them in order.
I'm gonna be to the drones. I'm like, you take that one and point at Goldie, and then I'm gonna aim at the pony.
Yeah, it has to be the
Fucking damn. Okay, so I need to ask an important question. But you wrote this power as specifically for an attack to hit targets me, and not a vehicle that I'm riding. But Winter is not a vehicle. Winter is now my friend.
What are you
And I
trying to
use
use on-
telekinetic block.
No, sorry. It's only you.
It's fine. I just needed to check if friendship is magic, and apparently it's
roll
not.
the drone.
Magic is heresy, so it's time for the pony to die. I'm gonna do the drones first, though.
I'm gonna murder you so hard.
The drones against Goldie. First one, 10. Is that a miss?
Yeah.
Okay, second one. Oh,
Okay.
8. Miss.
Yeah.
Third one,
How much was it?
13, because it's plus 2.
Is it
The rocket launcher.
I don't remember if it's attacker
we rolled
or defender
we rolled 13 against AC 13.
Hits.
It hits. Okay.
Attacker gets it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
The drone, I think, it's a +1 to the damage. So
You on 1 HP. It takes you down. Then roll the other 2 attacks.
I did them. This was the third one. The first two missed.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Goldie stumbles forward. And
I only rolled a 1, so good job you were so weak.
stumbles forward and collapses.
Good work, servitors, and then I'm gonna take the mag rifle shot at Winter Snow.
Oh.
I miss by miles. A 2, which comes to an 8, which I imagine doesn't.
Bang! It doesn't even hit her. You get teleported out. Morgan's body, the armor just shifts slightly and then collapses and goes.
Didn't make it easier for him.
Morgan, first contender out, sorry. Well, other than Sandy.
Ding, ding, ding.
An image raises on top of the thing, and you just see Morgan's face and a red light.
Yep. And then an X like skull and crossbones like.
It's like that awkward, they took it when you were really surprised.
At this point, top of the round, Goldie make a death saving throw. Imogen and Winter Snow. Something drops in front of Winter Snow.
What do I roll for death saving?
Who is it from?
It's from Slaying Turtle again.
Hope
D20.
Is it confetti? Is it a rocket launcher?
It's a rocket launcher with ammo already in.
6. That's a bad.
Imogen's gonna look at Winter.
A new friend! Whee!
She's not gonna stop her.
Misses.
Okay.
Hits the back wall. Goes, phew.
It just goes through.
Yeah.
So good. So Imogen is going to step forward, and she's like, she looks at Winter and she's like, I would do everything to make sure you make it out of this, because you're the only one that deserves to.
Okay.
And then she looks at you and she's like, fucking heretic this. And she takes the tiny knife and she starts to bleed on her arm. And then you see the blood coil and form into this snake that comes out of her. And then you feel like it's also pouring out of your own body.
Okay, I'm like, the data slabs told me about this.
So I need you to make I commit effort for the day. And then I need you to make, this is my blood snake, you need to make a physical saving throw.
Okay, I've
And
got
we have
a.
hit over a goal, 4,035.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Make it physical.
Okay, that's an 18. I pass.
So you take half damage, so you take 1d10. Well, not half damage, you just take 8d10. So you take 3 damage.
Okay.
Blood begins to leak out of your nose, and you feel the drops actually, instead of dropping to the ground, fall forwards.
Okay, I'm definitely in some pain, and I'm like. And I'm definitely like, yeah, this is heresy. This is definitely heresy.
Okay, so since it's definitely heresy, Branda, you'll go.
Oh, Xenos are witches. The witch is actively killing me. The witch. I aim for.
I'm sorry, the Xeno shot a rocket launcher at you.
The Xeno is also in a divot in the ground, which gives a slightly buffed AC because cover.
Okay.
But talking pony.
Yeah, talking about it.
Yeah. Mag rifle. Oh, this is the last shot in the rifle as well. So I've
You're
got
60 rounds.
I've got a bunch of spare ammo, but I have to reload the thing.
Yeah.
10, which is 16.
That's a hit, so I'm going to immediately commit effort for the scene and use my telekinetic block.
Okay. You have to reroll the attack.
So you have to reroll the attack.
I don't want to do this, but there's a lot of people shouting in chat, and chat is the reason we hit the goal. So they're shouting grenade at you, by the way.
Okay, so they're both on the ground, right?
You have to pull out the grenade. And,
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing this round. So
The
I guess
grenade's
it'll be-
range is much shorter, though. You're at 50 meters currently.
Okay.
You'd have to move forwards.
Oh, there are the drones, by the way. Can they also fire?
Yeah, after your shot.
Everyone at the witch.
Oh,
That's 12, so
That's a
probably
miss.
not. Okay.
Nice.
Then the drones. Drone number 1.
I mean, if someone dropped an assault suit for Imogen, this would certainly change matters.
Oh no, drone number 1. 8, nope.
Miss.
Drone number 2.
Someone get an assault.
10, nope, I'm
Miss.
guessing. Drone number 3, Sky Beast 1. 17.
That one hits.
Sky Beast.
And the damage is
D6 plus 1.
D6 plus 1, yeah. Oh, it's a 6 for 7 damage.
Okay, Imogen's still alive, but so she like takes it, and like her blood also just starts coiling up around her arm, and then forms into the head of a snake, and it just hisses at
Imogen,
you.
do you have the psychic?
I do.
Okay.
I very thoroughly intend to use it because I'm
Okay.
almost maxed out for it.
Because
I'm
it's
actually
now,
maxed out.
Make a death saving throw. D20.
16?
1 to life. What did you get last time?
Like 6 or something.
So 1 to death and 1 to life.
Yeah.
Actually, when I ordered the drones, I didn't say kill the witch. I'm like, suffer not the witch to live, and they
Okay.
understood it.
Imogen, you and Winston doesn't know what to do.
People are shouting about the rug.
Oh, yeah, there's a rug.
Oh yeah, you just step forward. You haven't stepped forward enough to hit the rug yet. It's right in front of you. If you want to step forward.
She like stepped in front of Winter. That was her only goal.
Okay,
Like she's
yeah.
literally going to body block for Winter, and she'll probably say like, he's going to try and kill you, but I'm going to try and stop him. I don't know if there's anything else you can do to help.
What does kill mean?
Make you cease to exist.
But I don't want to cease to exist.
Well, I don't know. And she like tosses her the other limiter key. Oh no, that didn't do anything. Level 1s don't do anything. I'm just like, I can't help with that.
And she starts flapping her wings, and there's a slight gust, but nothing happens.
Imogen is on her last point of effort. It's her turn, right? She's gonna put her hand down on the ground, and all of the grass just starts going black and dead as it just spreads out from her. I don't
Did
actually
you
know.
put the psychic overload key in?
Yeah, so she'll put it
Okay.
in, and then
It-
I guess maybe you don't have to.
opens, and everyone but Imogen, because Imogen quite can't see, sees what appears to be a tear in reality into what can only be described as a miniature hellmouth.
She's like, I don't know what this is gonna do. Shoves it in her neck.
The power of the warp.
And psychic or the overloads only is a one-time use thing.
Yeah, the key melts and falls out. You hit the ground. Enough grass is destroyed that you can channel that into an attack. You get 1 effort, and you may attack as normal.
Okay, so I'm going to use that point. I still have one other that I haven't committed yet. And I'm going to actually continue this attack. So I'm going to commit another effort for the scene to continue the blood.
Yeah,
Okay.
she kneels down, hand on ground. The grass begins to die, go grey and brown around her in an expanding circle as the blood travels.
Do I need to roll a save again?
Suffer you, yeah, you gotta roll your physical save. Suffer you not to
I fail.
fucking live. Take 2d10 of damage!
Oh no.
You will take 2. And you will take 2.
Oh!
I could have gone then. Okay, I'm still standing.
How much HP you got?
5. So it was like 2d10 and I've got 9, it's like, uh-oh.
Okay,
That's her turn.
that's you, Branda.
Okay, I have other weapons. Maybe I should have been using I don't know. There's the grenade, but it's probably too far away.
It's too far. It's about 40 meters, 45 meters, not 30, which is grenade max.
I mean, I got one more point of effort, so unless you have another psychic overload for me, I've got one more chance to kill him. Well, I have a lot of grenades too, but
Oh, I forgot. I should have been adding my shoot skill to my
Your psychic
damage the
overload-
whole time.
Oh, we haven't done that for anyone.
No, but I've got a thing for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
in which case in future...
Yeah, in future. Maybe
Also,
right
the
now.
psychic overload is still ongoing. You can keep draining more things. You have to go find more things to drain.
oh, cool. Okay,
Yeah, it's the scene.
that's right. Great. Never mind. I can
Okay.
spend. Cool. It's cool.
Okay, what are you doing,
So
Branda?
I just shout, I will destroy you, avatar of corn. And I'm going to fire
Corn doesn't have magic.
Vegetable.
9, so 15.
That'll hit.
I just want to read some of these things that are happening
so
in
many
chat. They're
things.
like
I think you're firing the.
special inquisitorial voxcast to all audience members. Pull your thrones to provide the emperor's blessing. And then it says, "Time to kill the chaos witch."
Okay, so the
Fixing
shot
the empire.
just goes wide. Unfortunately, the Inquisitor agent doesn't manage to hit. That's a miss,
Okay.
right?
No, that was a hit.
That was a hit.
Yeah, 15.
Oh, because the ongoing, it's a... Yeah, great. I'm going to commit another effort for the scene. Reroll that fucker.
We have a level 2
a 20!
We have a level 2 unlock by John
no.
252 for Winter Snow.
What's that?
What was that?
Just
Level 2 unlock Winter Snow.
You rerolled a
Thank you
nat
very
20.
much. What did you roll?
Nat 20.
Oh.
One of those dice is max damage, so it's 8 plus a d8 plus 1.
Okay.
I think that kills me, because I have...
That's 14 damage.
Yep. Imogen goes down.
That's
But
an
before
entire
Imogen
Morgan.
goes down, there is a death proof on
Oh.
her, and I was holding it because Slaying Hurdle asked specifically before. He wanted it to happen right before.
Slaying Hurdle saves Imogen. Imogen, the shot tears into you. You see some of the light coming towards you, and suddenly you feel pulled back, and you're still here. Barely.
What do I see with that?
You see her stumble to the ground, the shot goes straight through her torso, and then she stands back up.
I'm just
Blood pouring from the wound and going around her arm.
I just assume heresy.
Yeah, it probably is.
If in doubt, it's heresy.
Okay, so that brings us to top of the round, Winter Snow.
There's the drones.
Oh, roll the drones.
And I do want to say, I know that this will be cutting into our Stargate Q&A, but just letting the chat know.
First drone is 10.
It's for charity.
And this
Yeah.
is...
Second drone is 17.
I mean, the drones are gonna kill me, but I appreciate trying.
That's 7 damage.
I now go unconscious
Okay,
again.
roll the last attack, so there's another drone as well.
Yeah. Skybeast drone does a 12.
I assume they're all firing at the same time, so I don't know if it changes if one
It would
of them
hit after you go down, which would change your death saving throws. The 12 doesn't hit.
No, 12 doesn't hit.
Okay, in which case, yeah, you're down on death saving throws. Goldie, make me a death saving throw. 1 towards
19.
life.
Nice.
Okay, and with that, Winter Snow. Don't hurt my friends! Flaps really hard. Make physical save.
Okay.
Level 3.
Okay. What's level 3 mean? I got 16. My normal physical is 11.
Okay, the wind tears and pulls at you as a hurricane is unleashed in your direction. I'll make one for the rug.
You next, Zeno.
As you say that, the rug, lying on the ground, just catches the corner, and the corner flips end over end. Make an evasion save.
Okay. Good. 1.
I will say, natural one, you automatically phase the physical save. You are now captured by a rug of smothering.
Okay, so I just see this coming towards me, and I'm like, what? I just and it probably like reaches out because it's alive.
Yeah, it just tumbles towards you, and then just like 2 minutes before it gets to you, it goes, Phoom! What? Harrison! Wait!
Just want to kill me.
It's like,
I would say make an additional physical save not to be knocked back through the barrier.
okay.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
6. I fail,
You fail, you're knocked back through the barrier,
and I'm back in the city.
which is slowly shrinking around you. There's not much left of the city.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly do the death saving throws. Make your death saving throw.
5.
1 towards death. Imogen.
2.
2, 1 towards death. Okay. Winter Snow is gonna go over to Imogen and nuzzle Imogen and be like, Red, what's wrong? Friend?
Just gets blood all over her muzzle.
Blood all over her muzzle. Friend,
Oh,
Friend, why do you taste so salty, friend?
friend.
Is this your favourite colour?
Why do you leak red? Brenda. Why do you leak red?
Tries to stop it.
She doesn't know that it coming out is bad. She doesn't try and stop him. Brenda, make a physical saving throw.
Okay.
You've got red on you.
8. I fail.
You fail, which means you take the rug of smothering damage.
Uh-oh.
It's a d6.
Oh, okay, I've got 5 health.
3.
Okay, I'm on 2 health. I'm gonna be killed by a rug.
By a pony throwing a rug.
Yep.
Okay, new round. Make a death save. You on 2-2?
Yes.
You're teleported out. Your armor goes because it's an unsuit, right? So it just
Yeah.
completely goes flat. You're teleported out.
You see
Imogen.
Goldie's face on the
It's a natural 20!
Nice.
You come back with 1 HP.
Oh god, not again!
Winter Snow just tackle hugs you.
She's like this. No, she's like, I just want to go home. I want you to go home. And I want this all to be over. So she's gonna, I guess if I get an action, she's gonna be like, where did he go? I need to protect you.
He got tripped up by a rug and fell through the wall. Make a physical save.
Okay.
Just gonna say.
I want to fail this
You know
because
what
that
makes
probably means
people
Winter
go
snowing.
home? Imogen.
Natural 20.
Rocket.
You smash the
I
rug
don't
off,
have a rocket.
and it lands on the ground.
I chainsawed out of the rug. Am I allowed to do that?
You can, for thematic sake, but the rug will still attack you because
Okay,
you did
I just like get a
enough.
small
Yeah.
bit of it
You've
off
now
and
got
then I
two angry
strip
rugs.
free.
Does he have to roll for the attack?
I'm just gonna say that his action is to break.
It doesn't do
but
damage, it's for
thematic.
flavor.
Yeah,
Okay,
for the
gotcha.
flavour, that's just and it tears apart, fibers flying everywhere, and you stand up on 2 HP or whatever it is. Okay, Imogen, Winslow's like, you went through that way with a rug. Are you okay? Why do you look red? Do you like it? Is it your favourite colour?
Sure. Yeah. Do you have another one of those rocket launchers?
I've got a rocket. I've got like 5 rocket launchers. No ammo.
She pulls them all out one at a time from somewhere. You don't know where.
Right, okay.
Ponies don't need pockets.
Yeah, they have pockets. They just
Imogen's gonna pull out 2 grenades, hold them in both hands, and she's gonna charge until she finds Brander, then
Okay.
she's gonna detonate both grenades.
You
might want to
halfway.
donate more rockets then.
Yeah, true. You get halfway to the barrier. Brandon, you'll go.
I'm storming back out the barrier.
Okay. Your drones all failed the saving
Actually,
throw versus the wind.
My rifle's out, I draw the plasma projector.
Okay. You stumble through the barrier. Roll initiative because you're rejoining combat.
Okay. 7.
That's
With
lower
dex.
than Imogen.
Yeah, I had an 8.
Okay.
Uh-oh. This is it. I'm happy with this. This is good.
I mean, if you're okay with this and I'm okay with this, can we narrate the ending?
Wait.
Technically, you can't live. Are you in an assault suit?
I'm in an assault suit, yeah. I've got 2 health, though.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't know.
And she has like.
Oh, it's explosion proof.
She has 1 HP.
Mundane explosion proof. And I would say unless the grenades are literally touching you and go off, they by the rules don't do any damage. If they're literally next to you, they will.
Maybe
I
we
got
meet
one
the
more
moment
point
I
of
step
effort.
through the barrier.
And just throw them at him. Actually, no. I see that. He comes through the barrier. How close is it to being gone? Because she will
Not-
telekinetically shove him into space.
It's not very far at all.
Cool.
I just come barreling out
she's
like,
gonna
"Witch!"
and I guess she's gonna like emphasize it with like a clothesline because she's learned from Barnaby, and she's just gonna telekinetically push the 2 of them. She's like, Winter, give us a boost.
Okay.
We want to go flying.
Yeah, she does. And there's a hurricane of wind. All the drones that are coming back through. They
Drops.
fly off.
Her last point of effort, and is like, we're gonna go for a ride, and
I'm
just
raising the gun.
drags him into the vacuum of space.
Yeah, as you telekinesis yourself into him, so you collide in. As you go out the barrier, there's like maybe 2 meters of city left, or 3
Yeah.
meters, and you go out of that, and suddenly... Did anyone hold their breath?
Probably. I mean,
Your
she
lungs
goes-
explode out your mouth.
Yeah.
My lungs are metal.
Your lungs don't.
I
Your
will die in other ways.
Your assault suit's also vacuum sealed.
Oh, but I'm in
there's no
space.
It's asteroid gravity out there. So instead of going in and up, you go wee, woo, 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 into orbit around a gas giant with that velocity. Brandon leaves the combat zone and just lingers around the gas giant until you bleed out.
So Imogen just like dies as we're like barreling out, and I'm just like, damn it! Curse you, witch! As the body flies away. Except I just mouth it, but nothing happens.
It sounds in your suit.
Oh yeah, and in my
And with the
suit, yeah.
snow, he was laughing to the center going, Brand.
Two photos come up on the.
This is not an ending I saw happening.
You gave me Winter Snow. I couldn't kill her.
Okay, switch back to the end panel camera, please.
Look, takes 2 rockets bursting up again.
So,
Team He's
Zoe,
blasting off again.
the pony won.
I was not expecting that. I like it though.
Let's ask the pony what it wants.
Like, what does a pony want?
I don't know, but
An
let's find
alfalfa
out.
sandwich.
I guess they were bred to be cute, so.
let's bring it up. And with a flash, Winter Snow disappears from the center and appears in like a double spotlit fashion in the center of a black stage with the casters.
It's just like
This is Winter Snow's worst nightmare.
there's like a crowd of people all dressed like in like moon gear and like gold and silver.
Very metallic.
Yeah.
Hides under the wings. So, you get one wish. What does the pony want? I just want my friends back.
And we all come back, and it starts all over again.
Who are her friends?
Who are your friends? Everyone from Equestria and that nice human lady who was a witch.
We can grab that, don't you?
I guess done. So Imogen, you find yourself in Equestria.
What the
Now I don't know how we're getting you back for Layla season 3.
fine. It's her summer job who was working in Canterlot. She's like, do I have a story to tell you?
And is she just like a fully normal human being
Yep.
in this cartoon?
She's an Equestria girl.
Yep.
Yeah, there are
human versions of
it. It is a thing, actually. At the end of My Little Pony, they turn into Equestrian Girl Imogen.
She's Equestria girl Imogen.
We need
Oh god, she has a cutie mark.
It's a blood snake.
Blood snake. Yeah, definitely a blood snake.
Yep.
Everyone just thinks it's a red snake. Oh god. So thank you for that. I don't know what happened. But that was the most ridiculous fun I've ever had. I love you all. I'm so sorry that Morgan didn't get to screw anyone over.
Morgan deserved everything they got. So it's fine.
Poor Goldie was just so hopelessly outclassed.
You were just running one way, running the other, running one way. Like, I don't know.
Yep, that was. I wasn't gonna be able to kill Winter Snow. That was how that was gonna go.
It was awesome. I like that.
See, friendship is magic.
Friendship is magic.
Thank you so much
Saves your
to
life.
my co-host Maggie for making this entirely possible because there's like so much stuff
There's
over
just
here going
paper
on.
everywhere.
Good, I'm gonna take
This
a
is
picture
magic.
of all of this fucking nonsense.
Oh yeah, I'll take a photo of this for sure.
We'll take a picture of the.
Okay, someone else does it and I'll retweet it. That's
Yeah.
Oh, I
easier.
don't.
We've got a Q&A before Stargate. Are we going to be able to do that still?
I don't think
We could do like a really short 15-minute
I
Q&A
think what
in
we'll
this
do
Costume
is
Mania,
we'll
but-
change for Stargate Horizons, and then we'll get together and we'll do a little Q&A while, and then
an informal one while people sit here waiting for everyone else.
no, we'll do
Oh.
we'll do a Q&A at the beginning
Okay.
of Stargate Horizons.
Yeah. So, what time are we convening?
Well, we need 15 minutes at least.
So we can convene at say 1:45, and we do quarter of an hour and a bit.
It would be 9:30 a.m., which is 5:30 here.
So 5:30. Okay, we'll be back in 15 minutes, and we'll start the Q&A.
Do you want to recap this first?
The recap.
Thank you guys so much. We went over our goal, $4,285. That's amazing. We're gonna keep the donations up until like I think midnight on Monday or something like that. So you are still welcome to donate to Doctors Without Borders. Like that's just insane. And I hope you guys enjoyed whatever this chaos was.
Send more hovercycles.
Send more. They could have sent more
Poor Goldie
hovercycles.
just didn't get their poem.
No, that was gonna be your wish, right?
That's all they wanted.
Yeah. That was a brothel.
So thank you very much to everyone. We raised a lot of money for a great charity. The donations are still open. Obviously they won't affect the game because it's happened now. But you can still support a really good cause. Feel free to do so. And
Memorial
this team-
donations.
Yeah. In your memorial donation, put the charity you're memorializing. Like
Oh,
maybe a message
actually,
or
we
something.
have to make the pie. People need to eat, so
We can do Q&A afterwards as we do the wrap up, right? I was saying.
after we do what wrap up.
We do the wrap up after Stargate. We could do a Q&A in that.
Oh well, I'm just thinking that we can still do a Q&A. It'll just be shorter.
Okay.
So.
Well, 1:45, and I can bring pies in as I cook them to people.
Whatever. As soon as we're ready, we will start. How
Just
about that?
stay here.
Yeah.
Don't
Just
go
stay here.
anywhere.
We're going to Vegas, and you'll want to go because we have
You thought this was nonsense.
we have two aliens. Well, one is like a human, half alien, half human.
One's an alien. One's a human with an alien.
And one's a half human alien.
Co-pilot.
Yeah. Okay, what we'll do then, in which case, since it's going to be relatively full, people are going to be dropping as soon as they can. I'll leave the cameras on like this so you can see as people drop in, but we'll have the microphones on the hold music and stuff. So what happens is that
you can watch us.
everyone sit down and you can see everyone get ready and stuff. So thank you very much, everyone, for what this craziness was. You want to do something here?
I think you should just go to the
Okay, we'll go to the home screen instead. So, thank you much
figure it
we'll
out.
be back shortly. Bentham, hold screen us.
Okay. Where is it? There it is.
Microphone.